Ah, shoot. I should have shut that off. Forgot to shut that off. Oh well. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great week this week. Shout out to Shaw Racing Collects. He had an amazing 1 year YouTube anniversary last night. Hopefully, most of you guys caught it, I think. So, definitely shout out to Jeff and the boys over there. Had a great time last night. Kind of had a long stream for your first stream, but that's cool. Like, it took me several streams getting into it to go 3 hours or whatever. I don't really go that long now, but like, it's a lot different when you're trying to run things on your own. Hey, Naomi, welcome to the stream. It kicked me off like 3 times already. I don't know what's going on. YouTube's being temperamental tonight. Did not want me to stream, apparently. I noticed like a lot of other people are starting to stream on Friday nights now. They see me doing my Friday thing, and now everybody's doing it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I don't know where Mike is. Talked to Mike earlier. So I'm just sort of waiting on everybody to show up. I'm not really sure who's going to show up tonight, but what up, Mike, brother Mike? Oh, okay, you're here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, did you catch Jeff's stream last night, Mike? Also, I wanted to say, guys, rest in peace to Scott Hall. Lost Scott Hall this week. Guys, most of you guys that watch wrestling will know who Scott Hall is. So definitely grew up watching that guy for sure. Yeah, I know. It's weird like that, Naomi. Oh, okay, Mike. Yeah, it was like I said, it was like a 3 hour stream. What up, brother Jeff? I was just talking about you, man. I was shouting you out, saying that you guys had a great first stream there. You got like a 3.5 hour stream. I said it's a bit easier when you got like people helping you. Over here I'm trying to. I don't think I've ever done a 3 hour stream. I'm not sure I want to try that. Two hours is usually pushing me. Anyway, shout out to Jeff. Congrats on the yeah. Time did fly by, Jeff. I had an absolute blast. But I also knew that I had a stream tonight too. So it's like I didn't realize how many videos you guys like. I didn't catch you till like 6 months in or whatever. We didn't link up there until a bit into both of us being on YouTube. So yeah, Mike, it was awesome. We had fun. Got some cards. Jeff's gonna learn what it's like to ship to Japan. That's gonna be interesting. Titus won the giveaway there. So oh yeah. Jeff's Jr. has definitely has a set of lungs on him, and I thought that was pretty cool. Just sitting there BSing with the guys. Like I said, it was a very interesting 3.5 hour stream for sure. I'm glad that I was able to go into one of his streams for a change instead of him always being in my stream, right? So anyway, kind of wanted to get in some things first. Major League Baseball spring training is underway, and everybody's like freaking out because Wander Franco hit a home run in spring training game. I don't know what you guys feel about that. Of course, we got the real MVP, Jeff. Oh, Tani-san. Okay, got the real MVP up there. So got her ass Jeff a little bit on that. Yeah, I hear you, Jeff. I hear you. You get to get a taste of that shipping out of overseas thing. It's rough, man. Yeah, I told you, Jeff. I told you. I said that in the stream last night. I'm like, Jr. is his voice is gonna be scratchy, sore. Like you guys gave her last night. That's all you could ever ask is to give it your best, and I think you guys accomplished that. So anyway, I want to get right into it tonight, guys, because like I don't know, maybe I come off as kind of an ass at times, and I just want to kind of give you guys some stories to kind of give you guys an understanding about what I know life to be from my perspective, I guess. So I'm going to tell you guys some kind of stories here. Story time on a After Dark Friday. Jeff, I knew you'd get a reaction out of you. No, I don't like. I'm. It's not really a shot at Vladdy. I really like Vladdy. I think he's extremely talented. Um, I don't look at it like that. I mean, these guys are professional athletes, so they're professional, right? So there's that whole professional thing again. Anyway, kind of wanted to go over some stories. You guys want to hear some stories tonight? You guys ready for some stories? Yeah. No, I'm not. Like, it was a close race, man, between him and Vladdy. It really was. Both those guys are aces when it comes to what they do. So I know that your Jays got a new player. I can't remember who it is right off the top of my head. Gosh, I can't remember. There's some big trade. Somebody went to the Jays, so your Jays are looking good this year. Like, I wouldn't care, Jeff, as long as you guys make the postseason. That's really you get like with the Aaron Rodgers thing. Yeah, he won MVP, lost in divisional round to the 49ers. So MVP don't mean much unless you do something with it, I guess. But Chapman, that's who it was. So anyway, yeah, now you got me on a side tangent about baseball here, even though that's kind of what we're here to do, I guess. But anyway, I just want to kind of give you guys some stories, things that I seen, growing up around here. And the first story I got for you guys is right here locally. You guys ready for this? You guys want to hear this? But before I say anything, though, I'm going to say that Roger sucks. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue that point with you, Jeff. This first story, before I get started, I want to add a disclaimer that I do not endorse or condone anything that I'm about to say tonight. I do not do either one of those things. So just so you know, people wonder why I'm so damn paranoid all the time. Well, let's take you down a little bit of a memory lane trip here. So his first story is back in the stop teasing and tell the story. All right, so back in the day here, when Dad was still alive. I lived in an apartment over across on the east side of town, and at the time, I had this buddy of mine. His name was Jeremy. I'm not going to tell everybody's name, but let's use first names for this. His name was Jeremy. Now, Jeremy had some sticky fingers. He liked to rip people off on deals and stuff like that. And I remember telling Jeremy, I was like, dude, one of these days you're going to do some. And he was living with me at the time. He was like living up at Dad's and shit with me. So I tell him, I'm like, man, you're going to do this to the wrong person sometime, and it's going to cause a problem, right? Jeremy, he's young, he's like 18 years old or whatever, and he doesn't listen to me. And as a side note, I know Jeremy's brother. This comes into my story here towards the end of it. So just keep in mind that I know his brother. We're cool. We used to hang out back in the day and stuff. So I know Jeremy's brother, right? Well, I'd go to sleep. Now back then at the time, like I was fucked up a lot, so I'd like stay up, party a whole week, and I'd sleep for 3 or 4 days, right? Well, it was in one of these times I was sleeping for 3 or 4 days. Jeremy comes up one morning. He went somewhere. Again, I was passed out. I didn't know he even left. Wake up. He comes up, wakes me up. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I just passed out from partying all week or whatever. So I'm waking up. I'm like, dude, what you want? Now at the time, and Naomi will remember this guy, Lil Bob. This guy that went by the name of Lil Bob. And this dude was little. He was like 5'6", 5'5", something like that. Weighed like maybe 100 pounds, soaking wet with rocks in his shoes. So anyway, he's like, hey man, come down to Lil Bob's place with me. He lived downstairs, right? And I was like, all right. So I'm just waking up. I'm wiping the fucking sleep out of my eyes and shit. So I hop out of bed and I go downstairs, right? Now at the time, Lil Bob was a guy who liked to smoke. He liked to smoke some weed, right? So he goes down there and he's like, hey Bob, could you break me off, this much or whatever? He's like, all right, right. And so we all go in there. Bob pours us some coffee. Cause that's a different story. I knew Lil Bob before I knew Jeremy, but anyway. So we're downstairs, and about 10, 15 minutes goes by. We're all chopping it up, bullshit and whatever. All of a sudden, Lil Bob gets a call on his phone. Now, I happen to know the guy that he was going through at the time. And he's like, hey, man, I want to talk to you. I want to come over right now. And he's like, all right. So, I didn't think nothing of it because, I've seen this happen 25 times in the time I've known Lil Bob. I didn't think nothing of it. Well, he gets to our place about 5 minutes later, gets to the place, right? Now, in the meantime, he calls up another friend of mine, Wade. Wade plays into this story, too. So anyway, these Bob's guy shows up. I know this guy. He still lives in town, so I'm not going to say his name for obvious reasons when you guys hear the story. So I'm not even going to say his name. I know him. We're cool. You know, if I see him, he says hi. I say hi to him. No big deal. Anyway, him and three dudes come up to the door. And apparently Jeremy had kiped some of their money. Brought it over to Lil Bob's place. So now we're implicated in the whole thing. All of this because dude's my fucking roommate, right? People wonder why I got trust issues. So here we are sitting here, and Jeremy's in Lil Bob's place, right? And he don't want to come outside. Like the last thing he wants to do is come outside because he know he stole these dudes' money, right? These three bone crushers standing outside, fucking mad as hell, right? I just woke up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So like he said, we finally get Jeremy to agree to go outside, right? And Bob's like, man, go out there with him. Like, what am I supposed to do, right? This, I have nothing to do with this. Dude woke me up, right? So I go outside with him, right? Again, these three guys, all three guys built, pissed off looks on their faces. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? So, long story short, these three dudes jump Jeremy and they beat the ever loving dog piss out of him. And before they did, I was gonna hit him myself. Like, had there not been three other guys waiting to beat the shit out of him, I was gonna hit him myself. So I turned around, I walked in, and we could hear him stomping like they're wearing lugs and boots and shit, and they're fucking stomping his head in the into the porch. They had a wooden porch there, right? So we could hear these boots, boom, 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 boom on the porch, right? They're stomping his brains out, right? Hey, what's up, Callie? Hold on, I'll get you guys. Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, little Bob. Hold on, Callie. Whoops, trying to get you a wrench, Callie. Hold on. So anyway, they're stomping this dude's head into the ground in the porch, right? Now, after they're done, Jeremy comes knocks on the door. Now remember, Wade, Bob called Wade, and Wade comes over, and I played basketball with Wade, and I knew that Wade could hold his own. Like I done caught shots playing basketball with Wade. So Wade, and he was a big guy, built like a brick shithouse, right? Well, Jeremy tries to get into the door of Little Bob's apartment, and Little Bob opens the door up. In falls Jeremy, right? Now Wade's standing right next to me. Like I said, dude's big. Like I wouldn't have been able to stop Wade from doing anything he wanted to do. The guy, there was nothing I could do to stop Wade. It wasn't happening. Wade grabs this guy by his throat. He grabs Jeremy by his throat and he picks him up. His feet are about half a foot off the floor, right? And he's holding dude by his neck against the wall. He's like got dude pinned against the wall, right? And I'm sitting there going, God damn, man. I said, this is gonna turn into a fucking murder rap, right? And I looked at Jeremy. I told him, I was like, dude, if Wade wants to snap your neck like a twig right now, ain't not a damn thing I can do to stop him, dude. There ain't nothing I can do. You should have just took your beating and left, Finally we said, dude, you just got to leave, right? And so eventually he just leaves, right? Like I prevent Wade from making a mistake and ended up in prison. I'm like, dude, this dude isn't worth it. Just let this dude go because it ain't worth the prison time. So Wade lets him go, and he takes off, right? Now I'm gonna fast forward for you guys and another dumbass set of friends that I had. And it's about 6 months later, right? And we go down to Centerville. Now there's a thing every September in Centerville. They got a thing called Pancake Day. So me and my crew, we want to go roll down there and hang out with dude's brother, right? Now I didn't put two and two together. That's who he was going there to see. I didn't figure this out until he was like 3/4 of the way there. You'd think I would have learned with the friends I had, You'd think I would have learned to stop fucking hanging around with these people, right? But anyway, so while we're going down to this, I figure out how. I almost asked him to take me back. I'm like, dude, I don't want to go down to this dude's house because he's gonna, be all pissed off at me about what happened to his brother, right? They don't listen to me, so we go down there, right? And we're chilling with dude, and he's staring at me the whole time. His brother is, and he's like, finally, I was like, dude, you got something to say it to me. All right, well, those guys fucked my brother up pretty bad. They're like, he's got brain damage now and shit. He's all fucked up, right? And I'm like, dude, what'd you want me to do? I was like, you want me to stand up for somebody being a thief? I can, what do you want me to do with that, right? We ended up getting pulled over that night, and dude that was driving, I'll tell you a little story about him. Brooklyn. Now, the thing about Brooklyn is, I know when he went to high school, you know why? Because he was 21 years old when I met him, and he was still in high school. Cool. So that's all you need to know about Brooklyn. We called him Brooklyn because he was from out in New York way, so we all called him Brooklyn. But anyway, dude's a dumbass. I don't like Brooklyn. But anyway, so we get pulled over that night after we leave dude's house, and we done partied and shit. Everybody in the car is packing shit. Cops pull us over. I think dude's brother called the cops on us, right? Because he was pissed off at me because I didn't stop his brother from getting his head beat in, And it wasn't like that's what I wanted to happen to him, but like if anything, I told him, I'm like, dude, I prevented your brother from getting killed. You ought to be thanking me right now. I prevented Wade from killing his dumbass. But anyway, that's just one story to give you guys an idea of kind of why I have the trust issues. I don't hang out with very many people around here. It's not because I want to be an asshole, but you got to be careful who you run with because that reflects on you. And so that's why I'm kind of keep my circle small here. I don't really trust a lot of people here. So that's just one example of a case where dude was living with me at the time, and it reflected badly on me. I can't have dude run around stealing from people. So I mean that's kind of the gist of that story. I never did talk to his brother. I never talked to him again or whatever. But that's kind of why I'm kind of when it comes to like just getting involved with people here locally, I just don't do it. There's other reasons too. I can tell you guys that several different places I've lived here have been broken into, and I'm careful about who I let know where I live because if somebody tries to break in here, I don't think I'm gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to ask me what's gonna happen in that situation. So I'm pretty low key about who I hang out with, what I do, and maybe that explains a little bit to you why. There's other stories I got too. Let me try to think. Dude, there's all kinds of stories of Brooklyn, and like that dude was. I knew some dudes here that were just, man, they were fucking mental. But yeah, like it's a safety concern. I don't want to bring heat down on where I'm living at and stuff. So I keep my circle small here. I don't hang out with a lot of people here. I just don't, and that's just kind of why I'm doing what I do on YouTube because I just there's no local card shop here I can go to and hang out or whatever. So uh, the other story I kind of had for you guys was well, I could tell you that one. I told you guys about the one where a lot of times when I got in trouble, I'll put it this way to you guys. A lot of times when I got in trouble, I spent a bit in jail or whatever. It was a violent offense. So like when you go into jail, they already know, like a small town already. So they already know that what you're in there for, right? And I'd get in a lot of fights and stuff. That was a lot of what my trouble when I got into it. And so that's why I kind of try to stay out of conflict now because I don't like you can't just go around like getting in fights and stuff. It's not good. You'll get you in trouble. Jail ain't no fun. So yeah, I just try to avoid the conflict basically. Um, just to give you guys an idea why I'm kind of paranoid about things. I know me and Mike were talking about things earlier, and I'm just like, dude, I'm paranoid just by default. I'm paranoid here. So, but anyway, kind of a story for you guys. I've told you guys about the about when I met Tom Arnold's brother. Oh yeah, yeah. I hear you, Mike. I hear you. Damn, chef. Yeah, it's like that here too. Like, remember one time I got into it with a guy here in town, and he tried jumping me over somebody else's house, and I'm like, dude, it got broke up because it was some dude's apartment. I wasn't even at my place, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna catch you on the streets. Well, about 2 weeks later after that, I seen him out at McDonald's in the parking lot, and at the time, I carried a butterfly knife. It had little clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds on it, right? And so I see him up at at the McDonald's. I said, "Oh, I got this. I got this." And so I was in with the person I was with at the time, an ex girlfriend. She had a truck. She had this damn purple damn truck, man. Anyway, I hop out the truck and I start chasing dude down. And anyway, one thing led to another. I ended up going to jail for it. and that was one of the times I spent jail. I'll tell you a jail story as well, do. So on that jail term, I spent about 2 weeks up in the four-man jail cell. At the time, they had the jail underneath the Marion County Courthouse, and so they had it under the courthouse here. What's up, Jay? What up, Jay? I'm telling stories. I'm trying to explain myself, brother. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to explain myself to you guys. So you don't think I'm a paranoid asshole, but I am kind of a paranoid asshole. So I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm serving time in jail for this shit, right? And I'm sitting there one day, and in the four-man jail cell, they had a TV. It was like bolted to this metal table, right? And we had cable on it, so we'd be sitting there watching TV in the daytime or whatever. All of a sudden, like, okay, we had the drunk tank was across from the hall of it over from us, and then down the hall, a piece from that, they had a holding cell, right? Like if you had a inmate that was a problem or whatever, they put him by himself in the holding cell. So we're sitting there one day, and I hear, you ever hear something hit a metal door real hard before? Boom! You hear that metal sound? Well, I hear that, and then I hear boom, 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 boom right after it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what the hell's this? What's this about? Apparently, dude would put his mattress up in front of the door, and he'd be sitting there punching this metal door. Dude's big dude. And they said we can't keep him in a cell with nobody else for obvious reasons, right? So that's just one of my jail stories there. Just hearing this dude hit this metal door as hard as he can. It was like, Jesus, man. I'd hate to be put in a cell with that motherfucker. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Jay. I'm just trying to explain myself here a little bit. So that's kind of one of the stories. Like man, I've dealt with so much crap in this town. Like I've been arrested in a room full of people, and they were all doing illegal shit, and I was the only one. And that's happened multiple times in the state of Iowa. And I've been the only one walking out in handcuffs, like that type of thing. Um, this place is it's not the best place to be. In a way, I mean, oh yeah, yeah, Mike, dude, there's nothing like, and people don't understand either. Like, if you're locked up or you're in prison, I know a lot of people was in prison. I never went to prison. I did several stints in jail. What up? What up? B Phil, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday, guys. Anyway, it's a different world in there, man. Like, people don't understand. Like I said, as soon as you go in there, they know why you're in there. Like Mike can attest to it. Mike can attest to that. Like as soon as you show up, like your ID number gives away what your charge is, basically, and so everybody in there already knows what you're in there for. Like when I was in the four-man here, I didn't have problems much because, well, two reasons. One, they knew what I was in there for, and one time I had a nightmare right when I was asleep, and it was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was facing the concrete wall. Like I'm on bottom bunk, right? So I'm facing this concrete wall, and I start swinging in my sleep. I'm smacking this concrete wall. I woke up and busted my hands all up and shit. Everybody's looking at me all weird and shit. But like, yeah, they knew I was Section 8. Like, you got to be crazy, man. You can't just be locked up and not have to. Even with knowing what my charges were, like I almost had to scrap a couple times. But it is what it is. So like, I don't know. Like I look at the YouTube stuff and like people worried about, oh well, if I say this, what so and so is going to think or whatever. It's like, man, there's way bigger issues than what people on the internet have to think. Not talking about you guys. I'm just talking internet in general, right? Like just the internet in general. Like I hear, I'll use Kane Hodder as an example. I hear Kane Hodder talking about who he's going to punch and shit. Like, man, I would love to see that dude locked up in a jail cell and start talking that dumb shit that he talks on here. I mean, they don't care who you are, you know. Anyway, that's just why I look at stuff like I do, I guess. No, well, it depends on where I was locked up, Mike. When I was here, they had these like, the old, the chain gang outfits, the black and white striped ones. That's what they gave us here, right? That was our jail outfit here. Another thing, the jail sandals, those orange sandals, like if you go take a shower, I don't know how many you done jail time here or not, but like if you go take a shower, you do not want your bare feet touching that floor. You get fungus all up in your feet and shit. I remember in the foreman here, they said they did the bug sprays and shit. Man, I'd wake up with spider bites and shit all over me and shit. It was fucking terrible, man. It was terrible. Bogarts, what's up, brother? Yeah, I kind of figured you'd know what I was talking about, Bogarts. Yeah, exactly. You do not want to put your bare feet in a shower floor of jail. Like this is book jail 101 or prison 101, either one. Um, they got a lot of similarities that are different in the way. Like in prison, you got at least things to do. You can get a job, or you can go walk the yard. Like in jail here, you didn't get out unless you had a court date or you were talking to your attorney. If you wasn't doing any of those things, you was locked up. You didn't. And here I'll tell you guys, that same 2 weeks I spent in there, well, what I would do, because fluorescent lights, because I got eye issues, a fluorescent light gives me a headache, like a really, really bad headache, right? Yep. So what I would do at night is like what we called it was a jack shack, right? What we put our sheet up, like I was on bottom bunk, so I'd put a sheet up so it would block the light between the top and bottom bunk, and I could sleep, right, without that fluorescent light beating down in my eyes. So one morning, that was actually my birthday, believe it or not, right? So this kind of goes into the story. So I put the Jack Shack up, right? And normally we wake up before breakfast came in like 6:45, 7 a.m. And we take our Jack Shacks down so we wouldn't get in trouble, right? Well, we slept in that morning, and our cellmate at the time snitched us out that we'd been putting up our Jack Shacks. So like fucking, CO comes in, and starts screaming, asking, threatening to shoot us with a damn beanbag gun and shit on my fucking birthday, right? And worst of all, the dude was a chomo. The guy that snitched us out was a chomo, right? So they ended up taking him out of our cell after that. I threatened to break every bone in the dude's body, and you know that food slot where they put your tray for your meal. I threatened to shove him through the food slot, and they took him out of our cell. So that was where I was at with that. What's up, Brandon? What's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. I'm just going off on stories. You guys are free to bullshit or whatever. Uh oh. Autograph Fisherman, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's try to get you a wrench. Oh, if I can get it to work. I'm a professional, guys. Hold on. But anyway, so like I've dealt with some shit here, and I try to keep myself out of shit. I try really hard. But just to give like Jay, I know Jay was talking to me in the Mike stream, and Mike I've been talking to, just to give you guys an idea why I'm paranoid. I'm just naturally that way. For one, I was raised by veterans, and two, I've seen some shit on the streets, man. Uh, Naomi warned me against telling you guys. You guys want to hear about chicken? Oh, what's up, Beef? Oh, Beefy, you don't get a wrench? Hold on, brother. You guys want to hear about chicken? Do you want to hear the story about chicken? This girl we knew named Chicken. I'll tell you guys the story about chicken if you guys want me to. I can tell you how she got her nickname, why she got her nickname. If you guys give me one in the chat if you want to hear about the story of chicken. This is back in the day. This is back when I was like 18 years old and shit that we knew her. I know Jeff would like to hear. I know at least Jeff would love to hear the story about chicken. Oh yeah, Naomi's gonna mute it. Oh jeez. She's gonna mute. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Mike. Okay, I'll let you guys know the story of chicken. All right, so back in the day, like, I knew this guy, Jeremy. I knew a lot of sketchy guys named Jeremy. I don't know, that's just a thing in my life. But this other guy named Jeremy in Centerville, right? And now I used to go record Monday Night Raw and bring it over to him to watch. We drink beer, hang out, or whatever. Well, he had this girl over there, and I didn't know it when I first met Jeremy. I didn't know he was into all the things he was into, but I found out later on. Almost got my head blown off with a shotgun. But anyway, that's not even the interesting part of the story. So anyway, Chicken would be hanging out over at Jeremy's house, and like the reason we called her Chicken, right, is because Jeremy was a meth user, right, and so like again, he'd party, stay up for 2, 3 weeks or whatever, and he'd be dropping shit on the floor. Well, here come Chicken. She'd come up and pick these rocks up off the floor like a chicken, right? So everybody called her Chicken. One night we were all partying over. Now back in the day, like on when I was living down there, like we'd have parties, man. Like everybody and everybody was there, right? Like it didn't matter who it was. And this old guy, showed up over there, and he was looking for some what I would like to term female companionship for the night, right? And me and the guys were all fucking lit up, and we were just fucking around. We're like, yeah, man, we know this girl named Chicken, right? So what we basically did is we're like, okay, dude, if you get us a case of beer, we'll hook you up with Chicken, right? So we get Chicken over there, and he takes off with Chicken, and like 25 minutes later shows up and says she just bounced on him. I'm like, well, we got a case of beer, so it's all good. That was kind of one of the stories from back in the day. The story of Chicken. There you guys go. Pimped her out for a case of beer. The story of Chicken. So there you go. Called her Chicken because she picked up meth rocks up off the floor like she was a chicken. That's kind of the environment I grew up around. It was chickens have beefo. I think that chicken did have several diseases. Man, I wouldn't have touched that shit with the 10 foot pole with the Mack truck pushing me, man. I'd have went and had a tug of war with the one-eyed trouser snake before I'd have had anything to do with her. But it was just funny though. It was like just one of them funny stories that we had from back then. No, she wasn't laying no eggs that night. Pimped a girl named Chicken out for a case of beer. That was something I did. Probably shouldn't be that proud of that, but I just thought it was a funny story to share with you guys. Like I made a lot of mistakes in life. Like I'm not sitting here trying to say that I'm perfect or anything like that. I'm just giving you guys kind of a 411 on why I'm so paranoid about just everything in general. Uh, and there's messed up stories I could tell you guys. The stuff I've walked in on that I didn't want to see. Like walk in, dude say not turn the light on, and the light got turned on. It was messed up. Uh, you know, I've watched some shit go down. I've had a load of guns put to my head. Like the last time I had a gun pulled on me, and it was just like one of the little 9 milli jobs. Had it put to my temple, and I'm like, dude, you ain't got the guts to pull the trigger. I was laughing at him, and the problem was, it's like it wasn't. It was people always jump me when I go to somebody else's place. It's like we're gonna jump you when you're not at home. But anyway, I offered him to come outside. I'm like, dude, you can bring your gun. And there was kids around. I was like, dude, I'm not going to do this around kids, but you can bring your gun outside and we can have a fight. I walked out the door. They slammed the door shut, locked it. I'm like, dude, you're fucking nuts. I ain't coming out there to fight you. A lot of guns pulled on me and shit. And like at this point, pulling a gun on me is like threatening to tickle me with a feather or something. And so again, going back to the Kane Hodder thing, like when Kane's trying to intimidate me or whatever, I'm like, dude, what do you do? What do you do? What are you gonna do? Only then think most younger folks do. We'll put it that way. I know most one night on the Centerville Square, he pulled up on me in a car, got windows and shit. It was rolls up in a nice like Lexus type car, dressed all nice, hair all trimmed up and shit, looking all slick. Hey, you know where to get any drugs? Man, go fuck yourself. I just straight told him, go fuck yourself. I don't know you. You look like a cop, right? And I turn around and I start walking away. But anyway, Jeff, you got the spins here. I used to know a guy named Cheddar Bob. You guys know Cheddar Bob from Eminem, right? I knew the real life Cheddar Bob. I met a guy that we called Cheddar Bob. Remember another girl we knew, we called her Lumpy. Somebody pulled her pants down and she had cellulite on her ass, so it looked like a bowl of oatmeal. So we started calling her Lumpy. That was another girl we knew. I'm not very nice to girl. I was not a very nice person when I was growing up. Did he have nasty feet? Did who have nasty feet? Did who have who are we talking about here? Oh, the stream keeps spinning. Yeah, you might have to refresh it. It kept kicking me out, man. I had to do 3 takes on this to get it to work. Cheddar Bob. Yep, yep. No, what Cheddar Bob? Okay, I'll tell you why we called him Cheddar Bob. We used to call him Cheddar Bob. This is some crack house up in Des Moines or whatever. This is right before I stopped hanging around. Like it took me long enough to figure it out, but I stopped hanging around these assholes. But no, we called him a Cheddar Bob because like everybody after everybody there would like use needles or whatever, he would go around and ask everybody for the spoon cheddar. So everybody called him Cheddar Bob. That's what we called him. Yeah, B Phil. I had a couple exes like that. Yeah, life stories is what it is. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of background on me. Like I said, I'm not proud of a lot of this. I'm laughing about it now because so much time's elapsed that I can look back at it at this point. So I'm not really proud of it. Again, I've added the disclaimer at the beginning, so like I don't espouse anyone doing this, or I'm not saying I would do it today. I've changed since I was like a young kid. I didn't know no better. I used to just go out with the and not get. I just didn't care. I just threw caution to the wind, right? Like somebody. I remember one time up in Lake City, up by Fort Dodge, right? I was at this dude's place again with the guy. There's been one recurring person through all these stories, and I stopped hanging around with him too. But like, they took me over to this one dude's house, doing, for they were there for drugs and that, and dude was trying to rip him off, and I like stood up. I'm like, dude, this guy's trying to fuck you guys, right? He gets up, goes to another room, comes back with a shotgun. He walks up and he points the shotgun at me, so I walk up to him and I just slap the shotgun away from him. I'm like, dude, get that shit out of my face, right? He just looks at me, right? I just walk out, you know, motherfucker. Like I got to the point where I would just slap the shit out of your hand, man. I was just like, get that shit. It's not a hood ornament. That's what makes me mad about like that stuff. Like people be pulling guns out like they're hood ornaments, man. If I got a gun, I'm not pulling that goddamn thing out unless I'm pulling the trigger. So if I pull a gun out, I ain't just gonna wave it around, I'm pulling the gun out to shoot somebody, and that's only if I have to, but I ain't doing it for fun or whatever. If I had to defend the apartment, like and all the stuff I got in here, like that's a concern for me. That's a safety concern for me. So yeah, I ain't gonna pull it out just to show you. Again, military brat. I know how to load and fire it and clean it. The Major Payne where he's upside down, taking the gun apart and putting it back together with a blindfold on and shit. Yep. Only pull it. Yeah, exactly. Only pull that shit out if you're gonna use it. Only if you have to use it, right? Um, it's a responsibility, I think, and a lot of the guys I grew up with, they thought holding the gun sideways, like you see in the movies, like that's the dumbest shit in the world. Like you don't ever want to hold a gun sideways and shoot it. You're not going to hit a damn thing. And if they got a gun, they're going to shoot. And if they know how to shoot, they're going to hit you back. Yeah. But yeah, I remember one guy I knew down in Centerville, like he pulled a gun on a guy, and the guy that he did it to, like their family was known for being badasses. Like they'd crack your damn skull open. He pulled a gun on this dude, and the gun wasn't even loaded, and he got his ass whooped. It was great. Pulled an unloaded gun on somebody. Yeah, yeah. I don't have any guns like that. Again, I know how to use them, so like they don't like that. But to me, I don't really feel I need a gun. Like I said, I'm streetwise. I've been locked up and shit, so having a gun for me kind of is overkill. But I would like to have one for home defense. So that's something I would like to get onto at some point. Yeah, exactly, Mike. The thing is about it, like, is with just getting into a fight, just handle the shit fist to fist, and yes, somebody might get beat up, and yes, somebody might get people might give them crap about it or whatever, but nobody died, nobody lost a family member, nobody lost nobody, right? So I agree with you, Mike. I think that's the when Friday the movie Friday. It's what he's telling Craig. He's like, you fight with these, and if you lose, you live to fight another day. That's kind of how that is. But yes, Naomi, I know katanas don't run out of bullets or jam either, like them cheap ass Russian AK-47s do. Yeah, and that's it, guys. It's like that's it. And I might be like, Sam, you're disabled. You can't be fighting anymore. And I realize that, but at the same time, I got muscle memory. My body still knows how to do shit. Whether I can do it to like I used to or not, that's a different story. But I do, the training I have, like, again, I got trained in the same stuff the boys and girls that goes overseas got. I was trained in that same hand-to-hand shit by military combat veterans of the Vietnam War, and they taught me every dirty trick that they knew. and I've made a few up since then. So anyway, I'm rambling on, guys. Don't mind me. Damn, Mike, hit the dude with the brick like Craig did. Debo, damn. That's harsh. But he did have a knife, and again, if you're willing, that's one thing I will carry around with me is a knife. And again, only if I have to, like, say four people try to jump me, well, I'm gonna have that knife. You wouldn't believe, like I've had groups of people try to jump me, right? I got my knife on me. I pulled my knife out. I said, okay, first one of you motherfuckers that gets to me, one of you is gonna get hurt, and you might get me in the end. But who wants to be the first one to get got? And you would be surprised that nobody wants to be that first person to get got. You would see real quick that first person don't want to get got. So I've been in scraps, and that's what a lot of my trouble I got into. So like that's why like I've got social anxiety from it. Does that make sense to you guys? Like I got a bit of PTSD and social anxiety, and I don't play well with others, and I try to keep myself out of situations where I know, say, okay, if I get myself in this situation and this happens, I know I'm gonna get pissed off, and so I have to kind of weigh myself here on how I look at stuff, what I do. Yep, yep. Jay's still in here. I hope Jay's still in here. I just wanted to kind of, yeah, I do. I keep a small circle, Bogarts. I absolutely do. Like, and that's another thing. Everybody's like, oh, I want to blow up on YouTube. I want all these, which I don't. I do want to grow my channel, but like at the same time, I don't want to be I got social anxiety, so having like 1,000 people in here at once would just be, it would be overkill for me. I don't know. Yeah, Jay. I just wanted to explain myself to you, Jay. Like I said, it's hard to like if I'm in a chat and somebody else's stream and we're talking about stuff, and I'm just like, man, this topic is making me mad. I can't talk about it. Like, there's reasons for it. Um, when they got me here, like the last time I got arrested here, I'll tell you about the last time I got arrested here. Last time I got arrested in Knoxville was for a pot charge, and the way I put it to him was this: I said, okay, I had two choices. I was either going to hit that joint, or I was going to. At the time, it was my kid's mom. She does some really messed up stuff, and I came home to a bunch of messed up stuff going on in my apartment that I paid rent on. And I said it was either I was going to hit that joint or I was going to choke her till her eyes popped out of her skull. And now, I don't, which one, I'll do a random chat here, guys. Which one do you think was the better of those two options? Because I was going to hurt her. She had done something that was so bad that I was going to physically hurt her. And, that wouldn't have been good because, it's kid's mom and all that. So, I try to be chill. But, yeah, Jay, I agree. But at the same time, like when I went to my PO, because I'd been on for the violent assault, I'd been on. The guy was my PO on that one. He was the same one on my drug charge, right? And he's like, "Really? This is what they got you in here for?" He's like, "Man, go back home. At least you're dealing with your anger issues." Right, Brandon, and that was it. Yep, that's cool, Jay. That's cool. But yeah, Brandon, that's not worth the charge. And a lot of times I see things like that. Like I don't want to get myself in trouble. I don't want to put myself in a position where I know that if something bad happens, I'm gonna snap out because A, I'm physically fucked up and it's gonna get me hurt. And B, at the same time, I might hurt somebody else. So like, it's just a bad situation. So I try to I've got boundaries are a good thing. I've learned later in life that having boundaries, all these stories have led to having boundaries is a good thing. And if I can keep those boundaries, that's why I got my hobbies and I try to keep myself occupied. It gives me something to put my time, energy, and money towards because otherwise I might slip back into that old style and start using it for other stuff that I shouldn't use. So that's kind of how I look at it. A hobby. I've just substituted one addiction for another, but I'd rather be collecting, what I do than, running the streets. And I remember back in the day, one of the big thing was the crew from Centerville. A lot of Centerville stories. I used to work at Rubbermaid down in Centerville. They shipped it off to Mexico or whatever since then. I was working through a temp agency, working for Rubbermaid down there. It was 7 at night till 7 in the morning shift. So I'd go in at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. and get out at 7 a.m. Anyway, my boys came to me and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna go out and we're gonna steal a bunch of shit out of the cars at Rubbermaid." And I'm like, "Dude, that's retarded. It's stupid. Sorry, don't use the R word. It was stupid because they got cameras out there, and they're gonna see your dumb asses, you dumb crackhead asses, in on the cameras, and then you guys are gonna get a charge. It was back then. It was like 5 years for every car you did. So like you guys are gonna get a nickel, a nickel, a nickel for every time they've caught you doing it. Well, guess what happened? Could you guys guess what happened there? Nobody listened to me. Right, I agree, Mike. I know, I agree. But yeah, they didn't listen to me, so they ended up doing like 5, 6 years in prison. And I'm like, you dumbasses. I stopped hanging around all those guys. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen with any of them, to be honest, Brandon. That's just my take. I'm not trying to take sides or whatever. I'm just saying that like everybody's like every ideology has problems. To say they don't would be disingenuous, I believe. I'm just the a hole stuck in the middle. I know that several years back, I was like actually active in the cannabis community. As far as getting it legal goes here, not like talking just petitions and stuff like that, right? And man, even the legalized movement here oh my god, guys, I could tell you horror stories about that. I don't even want to get into it. Again, that kicks off my social anxiety, so I just avoid talking about it because it's not like I didn't try, to do my part to make that a thing here in Iowa. But it's all about money. It's all about status. It's all about, it ain't about, helping people sick or that need it for pain or whatever the fuck. It's all about money. That's why they ain't legal in Iowa. It's all about their money. If somebody cuts them off their money, they're gonna do like them drugs are. The people on the streets do, and they're gonna have your ass killed. Like that's what our government's like here in Iowa. And people think, oh, Iowa is just nothing but cornfields, which are not wrong. But there's a lot of other stuff goes on too that a lot of people don't get to see and hear about. So that was kind of my other point with my stories tonight here, is that it's not the small town conservative place that people try to portray it as, I guess. And Jay can probably attest to that. He lives here, but like I'm just giving you my take on it. But yeah, we should. I think like what they do over in overseas, some places is they just they give all the junkies their needles. They say go to this park and use it, and then they go when they pick up whoever ODs and dies, they go pick them up, and that's a problem solved. Yep, former meth capital of the world. There's actually Jay. There's actually a documentary on YouTube about meth in Iowa. And actually, the bar I told you guys last week about Dingus, they've actually interviewed people here in Knoxville about that too. They've actually interviewed people for that documentary. So, like, I knew a lot of, and that's the other thing here, guys. Is the reason I don't deal with people because, like, these goofy fuckers all fucking tweaked out on that dope, man. I can't deal with them. Yep, yep. That's awesome, B Phil. That's awesome. But yeah, I just can't deal with it. Like, they lump it all in as the same thing, and you got them dealing with the dope addicts, and I done seen enough of that shit. So I just stick to myself. If I try to deal with my problems best I can, just because I just can't trust going out very many places here. I don't get out much, guys. It's shocking, I know, but like I don't get out much. Well, you know what, and that's the thing, Mike. I never really cared for it either. I had my experiments with different things and stuff when I was younger, but like I never really got into that. I didn't get into any of that powder stuff. It just put my nose up, and I didn't like it. It'd be like give me a sinus infection and shit, and I'm just like, man, this is fucking whack. So I just, like I said, eventually I just stopped hanging out with all the people that did that, and I don't talk to none of those guys no more. I won't message them. I won't call them. When they knew where I lived, they'd be coming over and shit. So that's another reason. Nobody here locally that I used to run around with knows where I live because I don't want them to. Right, right, Jay. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like you stay up a week and you start seeing some funky shit. You know. Freddy Krueger would have a bad time in Iowa. I tell you. What. But like I'll tell you the latest craze here, and this is just I ain't gonna say where this information is. The little birdie told me this, that the shit they're making here now, I don't know personally from personal experience, but what I hear is that they're putting fentanyl in this shit. And you guys could probably I've never done fentanyl or anything of that nature, but like that was after my time. But from what I understand, it's some bad shit and it kills people and shit. So like, I don't know. I know, Mike. I wish that I wish I would get my disability at some point. Uh, I don't think that's ever going to happen. To be honest with you, I don't think there's going to be any disability for me. They keep trying to blow smoke up my ass. Oh, well, we're closed for COVID and we don't know what we're doing. We only get paid $65 an hour to work at Social Security. We get paid time off. So we're going to cry about our jobs, and all that. Don't get me started on the disability thing. I don't even want to talk about this. See, again, there's like topics that lead me into a place where I start going, no, I better not go down that road. But anyway, yeah, no, it's yeah. Yeah, Jay, the reason here, hold on a second. Move some shit around and show you guys some shit. I take this shit not because I want to, but because I have to, because that's really my only option at this point. That's being straight up with you guys, and I don't care if Iowa sees my Sam, Iowa don't like what you said on your YouTube channel. Iowa can go fuck a goat, okay? But anyway, right? It's ridiculous, Mike. Hey, what's up, hobbyist? What's up? We're waiting on paper. They're supposed to be sending us paperwork. I don't believe anything they say. Like if Social Security disability told me I had a crack in my ass, I'd have to pull down my pants and look in the mirror and check. What's going on, hobbyist? Welcome to stream, brother. It's me ranting. Another Friday night. Nothing new under the sun. I was gonna, I'll get off the subject of that. Was gonna bring up the Robert England thing, so I made my sales pitch for that. I kind of got a plan going there. Right, B. Phil. Everybody's got their own thing. Everybody does their own thing. And again, like it's only a problem when they let it become. When it becomes my problem, then it's a problem. I guess is the way I look at it. Because again, it goes back to that who you hang out with kind of thing, right? Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that went cold on me. Thanks. Jeez, don't spill it all over the damn place. Thanks. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back from him, Mike. But yeah, the Robert England thing. I kind of got a plan going with that. Hopefully, I can get him on here. I know he's got. Yep, yeah, Jeff. I know he's got my. I know he's got my video. I just don't know when he's gonna see it. So, there's that. And at some point, I'd like to get Sean Cunningham to come on, which reminds me about Sunday's movie. Epiphany. What's up, brother? Hold on, let me get you wrenched up over here. Yes, it let me do it the first time that time. Sweet, welcome, Johnny. What's up, brother? Just me ranting on a Friday night. You're not missing nothing. Nothing new under the sun. Just another day at the office. But anyway, yeah. Hope you guys are having a great week this week. You haven't done a stream? You haven't done a stream yet, hobbyist? Oh, you need something to watch for 12 hours. I doubt I'll be on 12 hours, but I'll hang out for a bit tonight. I ain't got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just another day in Knoxville. Just another day at the office. So, are you guys stoked about the baseball season? Yeah, it was a blast. Jeff's stream was an awesome stream last night. Oh, right on. It was fun hearing RJ yell rookie card. Well, I'm glad the mail's moving quick for somebody like that's another thing that it's irritates me. Is like again, like it prevents me from doing a lot of stuff because I go to the post office. Every time I go there, they're trying to charge me three times what I want to pay for something, and so then that pisses me off. Like it just social interactions. Like I try to limit my social interactions because I don't want to snap. I don't want to snap out on somebody. So I just keep to myself. You gonna get your ticks to opening? Oh, you going to a baseball game, Jay? You going to the Iowa Cubs? I would. I would, hobbyist. Like I said, everybody's going nuts off over Wander because he hit a home run in spring training, but somehow Otani's overrated. But anyway, everybody's going nuts over Wander. I found this prospect Wander Franco in my binder. I'd stuffed it in my binder when I got it. I think 2020, and I put it in my binder and I forgot about it until I found it like last month. But I do have a Wander rookie. But I would definitely try it. Yeah, Iowa Cubbies, go Cubbies. Yeah, I would try it, hobbyist. I'm stoked for the baseball season. I hope everybody stays healthy. That's my big concern is health because everybody can have all the potential in the world. If they don't stay healthy, it don't matter. I seen a video, Jeff, earlier. This dude, it was one of those. It was like a super short print from 2022 Series One. It was like it wasn't numbered, but there was like a limited print run of it. I can't remember what it was called. Um, all right, cool. Well, hurry back, Mike. Anyway, dude paid like $1,600 for this Juan DeFranco, and he's like, saying, "Well, this is worth $10,000, and this is worth this and that." And I always preach this, and maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you guys don't agree with me. A card or any object is worth what two people agree that it's worth. Otherwise, you can say it's worth $1 million, and it don't matter if nobody agrees to that. Like, so I don't know. Like, and a guy as unproven as Wander is, like, I would be scared to drop $1,600 on that. I wouldn't. You're crazy if you think I'm dropping $1,600 on a Wander card. Just out your mind. Out your mind. Not that I'm down on him, or I don't think he can make it in the big leagues. It's a bit early for that. People, spending a bunch of money on Jason Dominguez. He's had a good start to spring training. Again, it's spring training, and it's like saying, your quarterback's doing good in preseason football. Well, nobody cares. It's the preseason. It doesn't count. So, it's cool. I'm glad for him. I hope he keeps it going for the regular season. That'd be cool. But I'm not rooting against him by any means. Well, yeah, Vladdy's different. Like, and even though it's still a young career with Vladdy, but I mean, he's got more time in the Wander does, though. That's for sure. Yeah, I would sell it, dude. If you guys got a Wander that's like a rare one, and it's you can get a bunch of money on it, I'd sell that. I'd sell it now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd sell it now because you guys know how this stuff works. You don't need me to tell you. You guys are all veterans in here. You don't need me to tell you guys. You guys have all been had that one card that you got burned on. I've probably had several cards that I've been burned on, but oh, nice, nice Epiphany, nice. Really, yeah, I agree, B Phil. It's like it's hard to be the next Mike Trout. That's not easy. Right, and I agree with that too, Mike. Like, if you're looking long term, like, I hate to say this, guys, but like a lot of these cards long term probably ain't worth a whole lot of money. Again, a card is only worth what two people agree it's worth, or even yeah, that goes beyond cards. That goes to my autographs or whatever. It's only worth like a lot of the stuff like the autographs and stuff, I would probably sell it, just what I paid for them just to recoup the money. But right, Jeff. Though I don't know, like space wise for me, like $1,001 cards isn't really feasible. You guys, man, I got cards all over this damn place. Excuse me, guys. Um, but yeah, Mike, it's like that, and that I think it was the Rizzo rookie card that I think it was the one I bought off of. Yeah, I believe I got it up here somewhere. Like I think that has more upward movement than say the 2011 Mike Trout rookie card does at this point. And again, Trout's ready to play this season, but did he tear his quad again or strain his quad or whatever? I remember when Triple H tore his quad off the bone, it took him 6 months to come back, and it took Mike Trout 6 months just to from straining his quad. Like he didn't even rip it, or he just strained it, and it took him out of the game. I think he didn't play most of last season. I don't think so. Again, it's like a guy has to stay healthy. If you ain't on that field, you ain't doing stuff. This is what really moves the cards is their stats and doing stuff on the field. He tore his love muscle. He yanked it too hard. uh, true, Jeff. Yeah, it wasn't a knock on Triple H. I mean, yeah, he probably came back quicker than a lot of guys would have from that. To be honest, I agree with you, Jeff. Uh, Actually, he tore both his quads at different points. Like Triple H, he tore both of his quads, and he's not the only one. A lot of those guys get injured and stuff, and but yeah, like Trout needs to be what? DH'd. Yeah, I agree with you, Epiphany. I'd like to see, and maybe that's where, though you got Otani at DH, so why would you DH with Trout? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true, Jay. Yeah, he probably had some help with that, and I do think Triple H is one that used the roids. But yeah, I wouldn't put Trout over Otani at the leadoff right now. No. And that's the only way with the new rules they got. That's the only way that Otani can bat leadoff is as a DH because pitchers don't hit no more. So yeah, actually, Otani, he had the Tommy John surgery, and Buddy had a full season last year, didn't get hurt. But then again, this year he could, slide into home base and tear his Achilles tendon or something. You just never know. Yeah, I hope that don't happen. Yeah, it would suck, but the thing with baseball is you just never know, or any contact sport like that. You never know. Yeah, I never hope for anybody to get hurt. What do you guys think about the Tatis thing? Speaking of injuries that are controversial, what do you think about Tatis? You got what was his contract? How much was he getting paid from the Padres? And he got in a motorcycle accident and banged his hand up, and now he's going to miss time. I think that was the manager, Joe Madden of the Angels. Like, I think that was his call. I don't think that was Otani's call. That is my opinion on it, but I could be wrong about that. Uh, I don't know if the Angels know what they're doing. Yeah, Tatis has been injured a lot too, and that's why like everybody's big on his rookies and stuff. And collect what you like. Don't let me sit here and talk you out of collecting somebody. But like when it comes to staying on the field, as a Yankees fan, you know what makes me mad as a Yankees fan? Aaron Judge, because like dude stubs his toenail part. He clips his toenail with a pair of toenail clippers, and he's on the injured list now for 2 weeks. Come on, man. You get paid all that money. Nah, DH should be scrapped. I don't know. There was a lot of great DHs in the past. I don't know if I want to see it scrapped or not. That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, Jeff, Derek Jeter was one of the, had one of the lowest fielding percentages of any of the Hall of Fame shortstops. Like he wasn't Ozzie Smith, he wasn't Cal Ripken Jr. At shortstop. I mean, defensively. I mean, right. I hear you, B. Phil. I hear you. Not a fan of the DH. Well, and again, that's everybody's free to their opinions in here, guys. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I'm glad there's DHs in the, because like it's sort of like kicking an extra point in football. Like, does anybody really want to see a pitcher bat? Like, I'm not, yeah, again, outside of Otani, okay, he's the exception, not the norm. We get that, but I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I guess you can call me wrong if you want. That's cool. I don't think there's a really right or wrong answer to it. Some people prefer no DH. Some people like having DHs. So I mean, it just depends. Like I think the American League has always had a DH, hasn't it? I think it's always been a thing. But like, not very many pitchers are going to hit right for average or power. Now you might get a rare outlier, where a pitcher can hit well. Those have been a thing in the past too. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I can agree with that, Epiphany. It's since '73, so it's been a while. It's been in the AL for a while. Um, I don't know. It's like some people have their preferences, and it's cool. What's up, St. Louis Cardinals fan? What's up, brother? Thanks to everybody for showing up and hanging out tonight. I'm having a awesome Friday night with you guys. Had an awesome Thursday night on Jeff's stream last night. Again, can't thank Jeff enough for just the fun night last night. B Phil, I think that's a fair comparison in that. Let me clarify that. In that he did things and accomplished things as a player, as a pitcher, as a hitter that haven't been done since Babe Ruth. Like if I'm Otani and people are saying I'm in the same sentence as Babe Ruth, I mean I can't be mad about that. And again, I'm a fan of Ruth. I don't say that as a knock on Ruth at all, because like Babe Ruth is one of the guys, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, guys like that are what got me into baseball as a kid. So like, I'm not talking bad about Ruth by any means. He's a legend. Got much respect for Babe Ruth. One of the other guys I was watching a video about was Jackie Robinson. That's a guy that I would like to get an original card. It wouldn't even have to be his rookie card. I just any card from his career, I would like to have at some point. It's something I can put on my dream list that I don't really have much on. I really don't. I don't have much of a dream list, guys. There's a few cards I'd like to have, but I don't. It's not like I'm gonna sit down and write a dream list out or anything like that. Well, oh, happy early birthday to you, St. Louis Cardinals. April 12th, 2022. My birthday's in July, so I got a ways to go for mine. I will say that I got my 2 year anniversary coming up in June, so I got to plan ahead for that. Well, Mike, I clarified that in the fact that as a pitcher and a hitter, he's done things that only Babe Ruth can say he's done. Okay, I'm not trying to say that anything other than that. And like even that, like I would take that as a win, in my personal opinion, and that's just my opinion on it. I think it's a fair comparison, and I do, as far as like being. But the thing is, like, how long can Otani do this? Like, I wouldn't write Otani off, guys. I really wouldn't. But again, I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong at the end of the season. So I mean, I might look like an idiot, but hey, it happens. No, I don't think you are, Johnny. I think I would be tarred and feathered and disowned. My baseball fandom ship card would be pulled, I think, at that point. But no, really, seriously, when I was a kid growing up, it was those stories about, Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris and all those guys that got me even into baseball in the first place. So, and that's why I'm a Yankees fan. It's not I'm native to New York. It's just because I like the history of them, right? Like it's got the mystique to it, right? So that's kind of why I'm a Yankees fan. I know, and I know a lot of people don't like the Yankees, and that's fair too. You know, the people started hating the Yankees around the George Steinbrenner era, and they were the Darth Vader of Major League Baseball, buying out all the just spending money. Now they're not spending any willy nilly like that. So you know we've kind of come full circle with the Yankees. I think is what my point is with that. I think that's where I was trying to take it. Boo Astros, yes, boo Astros. Even though I'm big on a couple guys, I'm big on Kyle Tucker. I like Kyle Tucker a lot as a player. I think he's a really good player. I think he's underrated because of the market he's in. He's in Houston, so. But I think if Kyle Tucker ever got traded to another team, he'd be a lot more popular. Well, okay now Jeff, let's be fair here. I never said Otani was the second coming of Christ. I did say he is your MVP. I did say that. Oh yeah, Jordan is a beast. Like Jordan. Oh, people sleep on Jordan so bad. People sleep on Jordan so bad. But yeah, no, I think that'll be a video I make, guys. I'm going to make the case that Otani has done things that haven't been done on a baseball field since Babe Ruth. Yes, I'm standing behind that. I'm standing behind that 100%. I got the stats and numbers. I can back it up with it, just like I did with the Lofton thing. I can do that. But yeah, I think that will be something I do. But I'm not saying he's the second coming of Christ. I'm not saying he can't have a bad game or get injured or like. No, nobody's gonna say that. Nobody was saying that. I wasn't saying that. Like again, I have the utmost respect for what Babe Ruth did. So like, I wasn't even trying to talk bad about Ruth. I was just saying that nobody else has done it since him. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They did do that, Johnny. They also used, I think it was Theo Epstein, the guy that was kind of the one that put the Cubs World Series team together, and then he went to Boston, and they broke the curse. So, they threw a lot of money into that. Yeah, the Red Sox absolutely did that. The Red Sox absolutely did do that. So can't be hating on the Yankees for it and then not hating on, I guess you can, but if you're a Red Sox fan, you're probably going to look past that. Like, but again, like, there's players on the Red Sox I like Big Poppy. Like, I love Big Poppy. I know Mike's not a Big Poppy fan, but that's okay. I got respect for him. He's killed my Yankees before, so I got to respect, got to tip the cap to that. Yeah, the Dodgers threw a bunch of money around this offseason, and that is true. All right, go Cardinals. Yeah, 4-2. Spring training. Yeah, you're not a big sloppy fan. Okay, well that's fair. That's fair. I don't know why. Like I don't get the. Can you guys let me in on why you don't like it? I mean, it's you're free to your opinion. I'm not angry about it, but like, is there a reason you guys don't like Big Poppy? I'm just curious. Did he do something that I'm just not aware of? Or did I miss something? I must have missed something. Like Big Poppy must have like ran Grandma over or something. All right, later, brother. Thanks for stopping by, Jay. I'm glad that you stopped by, brother. I'm glad you heard me out. At least let me explain myself here. Got into the hall on a technicality. Yeah, PEDs. Okay, I didn't know he had the PEDs. I did not know that. See, and that's another thing. Like, that's an issue all entirely of itself. Like, you know, should it be allowed or should it not be allowed? Should Barry Bonds go into the Hall of Fame? That kind of thing. Uh, like, hey, what's up? Yay, welcome, Zach's Sports Cards and Collectible. Hold on, let me get you wrenched up here. Everybody, if you're not subbed up to each other, you can, when you got a wrench, you can click on somebody's name, and it's not gonna let me mod you. YouTube has put a limit on my mods. Okay, there we go. No, 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 no. Wrong person. Hold on, I'm giving Zach a wrench here, guys. Hold on. There we go. Sometimes this touchscreen doesn't want to work. Yeah, and I kind of agree with you guys when it comes to that. Like, I can understand what you guys are saying about Big Poppy now. Like, I can see that. I can see that argument. Yeah, I'll allow it. And yeah, you're right. These sports writers, like, do they actually have any athletes on there? Or is it just a bunch of stuffy writers that sit around and in their office all day? I guess. Yeah, and the Pete Rose thing, that's a ball of wax right there. That's like that was more of a gambling thing though. Like I don't know. Pete Rose was one of the greatest as far as if just pure playing ability, he should have got in on that alone. Um like they didn't take the Astros World Series title away from him, so like but we're gonna keep Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame. I get where like I can get that argument. Like if somebody was to say, "Hey Sam, that seems pretty hypocritical." Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree. He was wasn't Shoeless Joe was banned with his teammates for that. I don't even think Joe Jackson had anything to do with it. And that was another interesting story I read growing up as a kid, the Black Sox scandal. Like that's like I guess my thing was is what is the best way to keep the integrity of the game? Like that was a big thing the players were talking about in arbitration was to keep the integrity of the game. Yet here we are talking about things that don't keep the integrity of the game, right? Like so I don't know. Now again, I'm just rambling on. You can disagree or agree. I'm just sort of throwing ideas out there, kind of. Right. It kind of does seem picky choosy. Like I would love to know what the requirements are. Oh, you got to have this many hits. You got to have this many home runs. You got to your OPS has to be this. And so on down the line. Yeah, and I think that hurts the game, Jeff. Like that's kind of my point. Is that like not the integrity of the game has been kind of compromised. They made the bases bigger. That's another thing. Could you guys imagine back when Ricky Henderson was playing if they increased the size of the fucking bases? Like, do you know how many stolen bases Ricky could have had if they'd have just added what? I don't know how many inches squared that they increased the size of the. Welcome back, Fisherman John. Welcome back, brother. But yeah, could you guys imagine the increase? You're gonna increase the size of the base. Yes, yes, he was mine too, Zach. He was mine too. That was you guys know the background of Scott Hall? Did you know the story behind Scott Hall? Like before he became like the big time wrestler, kind of back in the day. I seen a video on it on YouTube. So back when he was, I think he was like 25, he was a bouncer at a bar down there in Miami, Florida, and he got in an argument with one of the guys. It was they fell in love with the strippers or whatever, and Jeff, yeah, that too. Um, anyway, he was at the bar and he had to tell the guy, hey, you can't be touching the strippers, something along those lines. And dude went outside, started breaking the windows on his cars and shit in the parking lot. And so, Scott Hall goes and gets in an altercation with them and, throws one of them infamous haymakers he's known for. Knocks dude down and knocks his shirt up and he's got a gun in his waistband. Well, dude's going for his gun. Scott got to it first and shot dude with his own gun and killed him. At 25, Scott Hall was facing second degree murder. And so with that kind of, I could interview, like it bothered him, like he didn't like it, right? That didn't set well with Scott Hall, and that was maybe a contributing factor to some of the other issues that he had. But despite his issues, like he's one of those guys in wrestling that never had the world titles per se, but didn't need to. He just got over without them. Had charisma, was you know had a good gimmick, and just I remember Scott Hall watching him as Razor Ramon. Like I remember 1, 2, 3 Kid beating him. I remember that, and that made Sean Waltman a big star back then. So anyway, yeah, I definitely a sad loss there. Okay, so those are the criteria. But see, the thing about it, Epiphany, is like it doesn't say anything about the PEDs. It doesn't say anything. Doesn't say how you have to get to those numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't say how you got to those numbers. It didn't say, oh, you can use PEDs to get to those numbers, or you can do this to get there. They don't specify what the those criteria are. Like, oh, I just don't like you, so we're not going to let you into the Hall of Fame. Like I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. I don't think anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I don't think that was how it's supposed to be. And again, times change. Like there never used to be PEDs back in the day, so like should we update it to account for it, or should we let people risk their bodies and health for it? I don't know. Yeah, I think so too, Mike. I really do feel like it's like more of a popularity contest. Like it's like voting for prom queen or something like this point or whatever. I don't know. Like I do have issues with the Hall of Fame ballots. I do. I agree with you guys as far as that's concerned. And there's guys that maybe shouldn't have got in there and didn't do anything wrong per se, but they just didn't quite have the numbers, but still got in. No, yeah, yeah, exactly. I like the character that he did. Right, yeah, and that's like the devil's in the details, Epiphany. That's what they always tell me. The devil lies in the details. So, NWO for life. Damn straight. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. I started the stream off with that tonight. Once it stopped kicking me off, YouTube kicked me off like 3 times. So thanks for that, YouTube. Started my night off real great. Like I just trying to say the date because I say the date at the beginning of every Friday stream, and I had to say the date like 3 times. And I had picked my tablet up and I was like, "You better not do this again." But anyway, yeah, I was trying to get that out there. It seems like those wrestlers, man, they die so young. Well, yeah, but wouldn't that give it? Okay, Jeff, fair enough, but wouldn't that give a few athletes a kind of an advantage over everybody else? Don't you think? And I'm just posing a question here. Like, I don't know, because how's it a problem once everybody starts doing it? Like that kind of, I don't know. That seems kind of selective. Like either it's okay for everybody or it's not okay for everybody. That's where I'm at with it. But I don't really know which one of those you guys fall on. Like, this is just say for hypothetically, like, okay, we're gonna go back retroactively. We're gonna say it's okay for everybody or not okay for everybody. That's kind of how I would look at it. Like, make at least pick a side and be like, okay, this is moving forward. This is how we do things, like kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I seem to kind of think baseball has kind of lost its way in certain areas. But again, going back to the increased bases, again, Ricky Henderson, imagine how many bases he would have stole with a bigger base to steal, right? Like that's already not going to be broken. I don't think it even with a bigger base, it's going to be broken. I really don't. Ricky's stolen base record. I mean, Ricky Henderson. I don't know. It's just my opinion on it. Yeah, they could do that, Jeff. I mean, I don't know how. Like, the thing is getting people to be on board with that, right? Like that'd be my thing. And one of the things, I don't think it was just Barry Bonds' PED use and stuff. I don't think that was the only thing that kept him out of the hall. It's kind of like a Terrell Owens thing, when they didn't elect Terrell Owens into the Hall of Fame because they said he was, he was toxic in the locker room and he caused all these other problems. I've seen and heard a lot of stories about Barry Bonds, and he wasn't always the best guy. Mike the Card Dude talked about Albert Bell. I've heard Barry Bonds do things like Albert Bell, like kind of being a dick to people. And I don't think that helped his case, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Mark McGuire went before Congress and lied about using, steroids. So I kind of don't think that helped his case either. Like there's quantifying factors here, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't just the PED use; it was how they handled themselves about it. Does that make sense to you guys? Am I saying this right here? Do I make any sense? That's just my opinion on it. Like I don't think they conducted themselves like very well about it. Oh shoot! I better plug this in before I go. My battery goes dead on you guys here. Hold on a second, guys. Oop, knocking stuff over. No, I'm not saying that it should. I'm just saying I don't think it helped his case, Jeff. Like I'm not saying it should affect his. I'm not saying it should, but we just talked about the unwritten rules of it, right? And maybe, these stories got to these, the committee that votes on these kind of things. I don't know. I'm not in there voting with them. I'm just saying that maybe that didn't help his case. Yeah, it is kind of ironic, isn't it, Johnny? But that's not my thing. I'm not saying like Congress was right. I'm just saying that like if you're gonna don't go lie about it. Roger Clemens, same thing. Like you know lying about it doesn't make you look good. Does that make sense? Like maybe they took exception to that. Like maybe off field conduct, right, should reflect on the player and their career. I guess is what the committee's argument is on it. I'm just speculating at that point. I'm just trying to spitball an idea that maybe makes some kind of sense because I think there was more to it than just the PED use. I truly do feel like there was more to it than that. Right. And Ty Cobb is another guy that was notoriously a mean individual, right? But he's in the Hall of Fame. Right. Yeah. Conseco did get in front of it. You know, Conseco, we were just talking about the jails and stuff. I'm glad I set that analogy up because, like, Conseco is that jailhouse snitch, right? That's how I see Conseco. I don't really like Jose Canseco. I'll throw a name out there, and it may be a controversial thing, but I'm going to throw it out anyway. You guys want to know why? Hey, what's up? What's up, Parker? What's up, brother? You guys want to know why I don't like Nolan Ryan? You guys know why the 68 Nolan Ryan Jerry Kushman rookie card is worth so much money? Do you guys know the story behind that? Does anybody know the story behind the Jerry Kushman Nolan Ryan rookie card? I can tell you guys that story if you want me to. And why I don't like Nolan Ryan as a person. I'm not against him as a player. I just don't like him as a person. What are you doing tonight, Parker? How's it going, brother? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Helps me out a lot. Get them likes up there. Helps let them know that there's places for the little. Okay, so back was this? I think it was in the '70s, I believe. I can't remember when this happened, but it was probably around the late '60s, early '70s. When people had his rookie card. Now it's the reason the '68 Ryan Cushman rookie card is so rare is because back then a bunch how guys on here on YouTube they'll do the TTM through the mail autographs. A bunch of people, a lot of them kids, sent their autographs, right? Sent their cards in to Nolan Ryan to get autographed. What do you guys think Nolan Ryan did with those cards that got sent to him? He took them, he had a furnace, and he threw them in the furnace and burned them all because he knew that if he burned them all, that they would be worth more money in the future. I have this is on good authority that people this is a thing that actually happened, and that's why I don't like Nolan Ryan as a person. Does that mean I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying why I don't like him as a person. And just imagine you're some kid, you're just a fan, and you want to get your card signed, and he just destroys it. Okay, what's the story you heard, Johnny? Go ahead. I mean, for all intents and purposes, have your voice, man. That's the story as I heard. He destroyed all the cards. I don't know if he actually lit them on fire or not, but he destroyed them. Go ahead. If I'm wrong, please elaborate. I mean, that was the story as I got it. That's why that card goes for $5,000, $10,000. That's why it's so hard to find. Like like it's kind of funny that all the other 68 tops cards you can find copies of them. It's just the Nolan Ryan Jerry Kushman. That's the only one that you can't find. I find that very interesting. But if there's a different story, I mean, I'm open to hear it. I would love to hear it. I mean, if you can give me new evidence, I can maybe change my position on this here. I guess. Now, I'm not dug in on it by any means, but I would find something like that to be in poor taste. I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's the story I got. I did see a 68 Ryan Cushman rookie card in it was in a mall out eastern Iowa, and they wanted like $5,000 $6,000, and that was like 15 20 years ago or whatever how long it's been. But yeah, if you guys got I would like to hear the actual story. If that's not what happened, I'd like to hear it. Did they just short print that one? Did Topps just short print that card, or that was the story I got? Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, it's my Jason mask. Okay, so he did throw him away, though. Okay, he just tossed him because he had no return address. But why would everybody? That doesn't make sense. Why would everybody send him a card with no return address? That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that explanation or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit X to doubt on that one. Because like, why would a bunch of people send their his rookie card to him to sign and not have a return address? He wasn't the player he was back then. I mean, he was a rookie for sure, but like, I mean, like I said, I don't like. I think Nolan Ryan knew he was gonna, throw, however many, no hitter games or whatever. Oh, he got sent back to the minors. I didn't know he got sent back to the minors during that time. I didn't really follow Nolan Ryan. That was just the story as I heard it. That's why the card's so hard to find. They got tossed out basically, so it makes sense, and that's why it's such an expensive card. Not that I'm out to get a Nolan Ryan rookie card or anything like that. Like if anything, if you do collect Nolan Ryan, I'd suggest getting a second year card. Like that'd be my advice to somebody that collects him or whatever. I wouldn't even mess with that 68 tops because another problem with that is that card is fake so damn much that I wouldn't even trust it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mickey Mantle did get. I mean, I knew about that. So I know my Yankee stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't even buy it. I just wouldn't even do it because like that card is so faked. It's like the Frank Thomas no name on front. Like I remember back in 1990 when people were looking for that card, and that card was the most faked. It probably still is the most faked, one of the most faked cards. Oh, okay. Okay, well, see, I didn't know that somebody was giving out his address either. See, there was doxing before internet, guys. There was doxing before internet. That's good to know. I didn't know that story. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this. That was just the story I read years and years ago, and I was like, well, that's messed up. But I guess if there's more to it, I'll look into it, and maybe we can redeem Nolan Ryan. But he was he was a mean player too. Nolan Ryan was a mean player. Not that I'm saying that as a knock, but he was a fierce competitor. I like that about him. Absolutely. Like I can't be mad about that. Like, but yeah, either way, like a bunch of his cards got thrown out, and that's why it's so expensive. I wouldn't even. It's so faked so often. And then you say, Sam, there's PSA. There are a lot of cards that have been faked have went through PSA and all that. Like I don't even trust that anymore. Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah, ask Robin Ventura exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing about like that's kind of a lesson I learned with the Kane Hodder autograph is like if you don't have a return policy or I'm gonna have to in order to drop a large amount of money for an autograph, you're gonna have to meet some criteria for me from now on. And I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying anybody I get an autograph from like that, like because yeah, just the way it is. It's like anything else is bad business. So I don't care what you charge for an autograph, but if I'm gonna have I'm gonna have things I'm gonna want. Dang. Yeah, I remember Robin Ventura back in the day. That was like one of the hottest players. Like you get a Robin Ventura card in your pack, you were doing good. You were doing good in life back then, anyway. Yeah, and Jordan, there was a lot of people said that Jordan was kind of bitter, and I watched Jordan's Hall of Fame induction speech, and he did kind of sound bitter. That's coming from me, guys. So, geez, $50 for a signature from David Cohn. I mean, I know who David Cohn is, but I don't know if I'd pay $50 for. Now that doesn't surprise me, Mike. Jack Morris, that does not surprise me. That doesn't surprise. Is anybody actually paying $100 for a Jack Morris autograph? You guys let me know in the chat. Would you give $100 for a Jack Morris autograph right now, as things are right now? I never really was a big Jack Morris fan either. I was a Mitch Williams fan, but I wasn't a, you know, for 25 bucks. So in other words, what you're saying is nobody's buying his autograph from him right now. Is what you're saying? Like until everybody buys up the supply that's already out there, then they might start paying him for it. Like just to get Kane's autograph, like I said, it was like 80 some dollars, not including shipping. Well, fair enough, Johnny. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. I agree with you. I'm on that. I'm on that right there. He was just again one of those guys that was abrasive. He had an abrasive personality. I was watching a thing about David Steeb. I heard you guys mention that on your stream last night. Now, just that day, I'd watched uh, I can't remember what channel it was on, but it was like this. They had this it's kind of documentary style. It was about David Steeb and how he came so close to the no hitters. Like the odds of Dave Steeb going back to back games and going to the bottom of the ninth with two outs and two strikes and not getting the no hitter is like 1 in 62 million or some shit like that. It was like astronomical odds against that happening in that way. So I'm a Dave Steeb fan now after watching that. Yeah, yeah, I bet he did. Dave Steve also wrote the book. He wrote a book, and he was like in his 20s when he wrote it. Imagine like right now. Imagine Otani writing a book right now. People would lose their damn minds about it. And they did with Dave Steve when he wrote his too. But like, I'm not against it. I thought he was a great pitcher. I never really followed the Jays growing up. Like, I was actually rooting for what was that series where the Joe Carter walked it off for the Blue Jays? It was against the Braves, I believe. I remember watching that one. But yeah, Dave Steve was a great pitcher. I feel bad for that guy. But no, they were talking about Jack Morris on that documentary and how like he had the older guys that were above him. Like when he first came in the league, teach him about the two seam fastball. And then Pat Mahomes, who senior, whose son plays in the NFL, went and asked Jack Morris how he throws the pitch, and he basically told him to get lost, take a hike. I don't know. Again, it goes back to the oh, it was Philly. It was versus Philly. Okay, Doc Ellis. Yeah, I've heard that one. I've seen that on here. Yeah, the Doc Ellis being on acid. Man, I cannot imagine trying to pitch a major league game with on acid. I just couldn't imagine. And he threw a no hitter. Yeah, and he threw a no hitter on acid. Like, He was zen, man. He just became the ball, right? Like that's what happened there. That's my explanation for that. Yeah, I like Doc Ellis. I was watching another one yesterday on YouTube. It was about Manny Ramirez. I never realized how eccentric Manny Ramirez was. Like, I never realized all the side things he did and the exploits he got into, and just it's crazy. He still plays in the minor leagues, I think, to this day, I believe, and kept doing wild stuff to get the Red Sox to trade him and stuff. I thought Manny Ramirez was pretty. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that one. I absolutely am a Manny fan. He just had no. He just didn't give an F at all. Oh wow, dang, yeah, Joe Carter. Yeah, Joe Carter was damn sure a legend. Absolutely. Remember watching him growing up. Oh wow, really? Yeah, Ricky Henderson was. I think Ricky Henderson was the best leadoff hitters ever played. Not just at base stealing, just an all around. Just did everything. He could steal bases. He could hit for power. He could drive guys in. You needed a run in a close game. You get Ricky on base, and you had a chance. These guys I watched. I grew up watching these guys play. That's for sure. Absolutely for sure. I miss baseball like that, but I am stoked for the season. I'm optimistic that we're gonna have a fun season of baseball, and I don't even play fantasy baseball or nothing like that. I just watch the game. I just watch clips on YouTube after the game or whatever. Sometimes MLB will stream the game if it's the game of the week or whatever, and you can watch it there. So I'll watch. I don't watch all 162 games or nothing, but I keep track of things though. Oh, Alomar, yeah, I remember Roberto. Again, that was another guy. Yeah, he's fallen out of favor here recently too. I don't know what the situation was. I didn't catch all of it. I don't think what happened with the Roberto Alomar. He got some allegations or something. I don't know. Like after Bill Cosby, guys, I stopped paying attention to all that. Like you ruined my childhood with Bill Cosby. I'm done. I don't want to hear any more about it. But no, it's just crazy. Like I think in a ways he spit on an umpire. No, I'm talking about off the field after he played. Is that what he did to get in trouble? Was he spit on an umpire? Is that it? Like people acted like he beat their grandmother up or something. Like I just like what the hell is this all about? Like I said, I just stopped paying attention to all that because the Deshaun Watson thing like that it came out that I guess the charges against him were trumped up or whatever, and he didn't do it or whatever. I don't know. Like I know that he was basically a 17-year-old girl. Okay, see, I didn't know. Like I figured Jeff would know because he's like I don't really catch all the team stuff. Like I really don't follow. Like I just pay attention to what's going on the field mostly. Yeah, I didn't hear that either. I knew he got in trouble. I knew there was an article and he said he got in trouble. And I see an article about a celebrity every other week like that, so I don't always put that much stock into it. Because we don't know. Like you can accuse somebody of anything, but unless you were there and seen it happen, like you don't know, right? So I always take the skeptical approach when it comes to that sort of thing. Like somebody accusing somebody of something, right? I don't know. I wasn't there. It ain't my business, right? Um, Not that it makes it right. I'm just saying that I don't. You don't. They don't need my input on it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's two sides to every story. If you weren't there, now if you were there and you seen it go down, no, that's a different. Now we're having a different conversation. But you know, I just err on the side of caution. I guess is what I'm trying to get across to you guys here. If I'm going to be wrong, I'd rather err on the side of caution. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. So is he facing criminal charges on that, Jeff? I didn't know all that. Like, I didn't know that was. And again, that was said, but like, I wasn't there, so I'm not gonna say it did happen. Oh, so it got caught on tape. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, okay. Now that's a different situation. If you got somebody on tape doing something, like the camera don't lie, see, well, it can be edited and stuff. Yeah, I guess, but like, why, you know, you'd have to show me a lot of proof to prove something's photoshopped. I guess is what I'm trying to say. The burden of proof lays on the person making said claim, and if you got it on tape, it's a bit more. It's just not a good look. If it's on tape, it's not a good look, and that sucks because I found in my binder I've got a couple of Alomar cards, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. It changes things being on camera. Absolutely. If it got caught on camera, then yeah, it's not cool, dude. Not cool. I know you're big baseball star and everything, but that doesn't mean that's okay. That's just my thoughts on it. Again, I wasn't there. I hope to God it's not true. I guess being disabled means you don't have to worry about stuff like that. Like I ain't gonna go pressing up on nobody or anything like that. Like get away from me. Don't get too close. But that's just me again. I got trust issues, guys. I got trust issues. I'm working through them. Working through stuff. Elisha Dukes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of mean baseball players back in the day. Back then, man, they had no care. I mean, remember seeing that one where at the All Star game where Pete Rose ran the catcher over. Man, he bulldozed that dude. He hit him like a linebacker. Oof. Well, Jeff, I'm sure you're kept on a short leash. Okay, I'm sure that you're kept on a short leash, whereas Roberto Alomar probably not so much. So in America right now, that shit can get you a criminal charge, okay? Pissing outside, right? Can catch you a criminal charge in these states now. Good old days of baseball, right? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I didn't know he was legally blind. I am in one eye. I'm legally blind. And it sucks. That causes headaches. It's a real problem. It's kind of why I have these curtains put up in here because sometimes that sun gets real bright. I like to watch movies and stuff sometimes, and that glare is just so much I can't even see the damn TV sometimes. Dang. See, I got nothing holding my retina in my right eye. My right eye's done. My right eye is, there's no retina attached, no more. It's gone. It went bye bye. It's like, it sucks because I like to read, and like, I can only read so much these days because if I read too long, it gives me a headache. If I try to do anything, my peripheral vision's kind of shot now. Like I just woke up one day, just couldn't see out of my right eye, just stopped being able to see. Just woke up one morning, boom, I only got one eye I can see out of now. Fun times, fun times. Dang. Yeah, I got the transitions glasses. If I go outside, I get the tint to them because like sometimes I go outside and it's so bright, my eyes will start watering. I won't even be able to open them. So as long as you blink, well, there you go. John Olerud, yeah, he was a good Blue Jays player for sure, for sure. I don't think he's in the Hall, but I could be wrong about that too. I don't know. I know he played for a long time. No, everything like I can't see any like everything is a fucking blur out of my right eye. Oh my God, Bradley, what's going on, brother? Hold on, we gotta dab you up with a wrench. We gotta give brother Slot the wrench. Boom. Welcome back from your break. What's going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. What's up? What's up? McGriff, I agree with I agree with that. I agree with that, Jeff. How you doing, Bradley? I knew you was on break. I was asking around about you because I was worried. I was like, what happened to Brother Sloth? He's taking a break. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I get it. I need breaks from here sometimes too. You know, you guys were talking about how many videos you shot in Jeff's stream last night. I'm like, man, next week I want to make a video at least 4 days out of the 5. I want to try to get my videos up and put more content out. So that's kind of what I'm gonna work on next week. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Off out as I go. Like Fridays are just generally I come in here. You guys can sub each other up if you ain't subbed up to. Yes, hey you guys. If you ain't subbed up to each other, you got a wrench. You can click on. You can drop your link. If you got doing a giveaway, you can put that out there. I know Mike's doing a stream tomorrow. He can tell you guys about that. Show up to his stream. This is just for us to hang out and BS, and you guys can get subs and get views, and we can all have a good Friday night. He was in jail for robbing little ladies. Seems legit, Jeff. Seems legit. No. Seems shady. Yeah, Johnny. Really? He seems kind of shady. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. 9 p.m. tomorrow. Maybe some sales. Maybe some sales. Oh, speaking of which, I did have some cards to show you guys. Well, at least one card to show you guys. I don't know more if you guys want to see more, but I forgot to show this with my basketball cards. I got the foil pink Power Ranger card. And it's foily foil, as Freedom Sufferer would say. Foily madness, pink range Power Ranger. Yeah, I know. Sticks G Raz tomorrow. I know. I wish I had the money to get into it. That's why I'm. Yep, there you go, Jeff. It's for sale. Oh man, everybody's got the crush on her. Well, I'll keep her out here for you guys. We'll keep her out here. I'm definitely open to selling that. I thought it was pretty cool. It was not well cared for when I found it. The penny sleeve was all beat up, and I'm like, I'll take this card. I'll put a new penny sleeve on it. I'll put in a new top letter, look all sexy, and somebody will buy it. But yeah, definitely for sale. Hey, I don't have the Yellow Ranger. I just got the pink one. Oh, I was gonna ask about $7, $8 for it. I say seven. I say seven. It goes for more than that on eBay. Trust me. You met the pink Power Ranger? That's cool. No, no, not the black Power Ranger. I don't have. It's the only one I got. I went through that whole stack of cards that I found that in. Had a bunch of basketball. Had those Lion King cards and a bunch of other ones. And I found that one card that was the only Power Ranger card that was in the entire thing, and that was it. Oh, sweet. Right on. Johnny, you've been holding on. Oh, no. That's cool. I never really got into like by the time the Power Rangers came on around, I was doing other things with my life. So I never really got into it. I seen part of the movie. Just never was my thing. Like, I've had an on and off again relationship with television. Let's just put it that way. Like television to me is like, me and a bunch of ex-girlfriends. I just can't stick with it, man. And besides, it doesn't help that every time I get into a new TV series, they cancel the damn thing. That doesn't really help. That makes my life a little bit more difficult when it comes to entertainment. So, speaking of entertainment, guys, speaking of things coming up, Sunday night in Discord, and if I could figure out how I could drop my own link in here, I would. Um, but I can't. What I can do is I can pin it in a comment underneath my video. Um, for my Discord, because Sunday night at 7, oh, actually, we're going to start at 5 p.m. Central, because we got two movies to get through, House 1 and House 2, and those were produced by none other than the one and the only, guys, you already know, Sean Cunningham. And did you guys also know that House One's anniversary is this week? We didn't know that when me and Mike came up with it. And also, did you guys know that Sean Cunningham worked on the Hills Have Eyes? Yeah, well, I'll leave my Discord link in the comments under the stream when I post it, and you guys can send me an ad on Discord, and you're free to join. But yeah, he Sean worked on the Hills Have Eyes, and he did actually worked on the remake too. So like people only think of Sean Cunningham on Friday the 13th. That's not even close to. It's not even close to being accurate. But yeah, we'll be watching House One and House Two Sunday night, 5 p.m. I hope Mike still can have time to go there. Yeah, I think Mike says he's got Sundays off. That's why I do it on Sundays, because I don't do anything on Sundays, guys. I lay in my bed, and no, I'm not going to say what else I do, okay? I'm not going to say what else I do. I call it the bedroom of doom for a reason. No, I'm just kidding. Cool, Mike. Right on, brother Mike. Yeah, I'm glad that I figured out. And yes, I did, Mike. I did go look on YouTube, and House One and Two are full movies up on YouTube. At least they were when I looked them up last week after we talked. So I did research that. Yeah, yep. Well, it won't be till Sunday night, Jeff. So, or Sunday evening, one of the two. Like 5 p.m. I think is what I'm gonna do on Sunday. Because like if I'm gonna shine the doom fist, yep, the old five knuckle shuffle, gunning as they call it in jail. Got to put my jack shack up. Mr. Furry Palms. Yep, yep. Got the OnlyFans in the other tab, you know. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we'll be watching House One and House Two. So anybody wants to join the Discord, either hit me up or I'll leave the link in the description in the underneath my stream, and you guys are welcome to join. I have to get some popcorn though. I got to get some popcorn. I keep forgetting to get popcorn, guys. Yeah, right, Jeff. Pamela Henderson. uh, Having a one-eyed tug of war with the one-eyed Cyclops. No, but seriously, I don't really do much on Sundays. Like it's my one day I take just to recover. Yeah, yeah, we got voice chat in it. Brad, we got voice chat in it. I got a room dedicated just for movies, and we got voice chat. If you guys want to bust in with some commentary, or if I want to have some commentary or something to say, or you guys just want to sit around and bullshit while we watch a movie, it doesn't really matter. I'm just doing it for fun. I like watching horror movies. And see, the thing is, what gave me the idea is they used to have watch parties on Facebook, and we used to get together and we'd find movies on Facebook and watch them. And then Facebook said, no, you guys are having too much fun. We can't have watch parties, so go fuck yourself. You can't have watch parties no more. And so I said, oh, yeah, well, we got Discord and we got voice in that shit, so suck it, Facebook. One thing I liked about them, and they got rid of it. But yeah, everybody's free to join. Like I said, I'll leave my, if you don't have a Discord, you'll have to make an account, but I'll leave my link in the description of this stream. And anybody's free to join, join that wants to. I don't know, I might be able to bring up my live chat and post it in here. Nope. Not that professional. Save highlight. Oh, I can save highlights in my stream, guys. I'm going to mute my mic, too. Right on. Yeah, like I said, I'll leave the... I wish I had another way to do it, but, like, I can't really type into my chat from my tablet for some reason. I'm semi-professional, But I'm still professional, damn it. It counts. If you dress like a vampire, I'm leaving. uh, no. Little gremlins that. It's been a while since I watched House and House. I don't remember that in House. You'll definitely stay. You guys, okay. I can never be a cross dresser. I'm gonna tell you guys this right up front. Ain't no way you're getting my ass in no high heels. Okay, ain't happening. You just get the thought out of your head. Set a 10. Take Wheezy with you. It won't let. Yeah, I have to. I have to do it from my end, Mike. I've already got it copied. All I have to do is go under the video in the description and paste it. Or if you have my email, you can email me and I'll send you my Discord link that way. Either way, that's not what my wife says. Oh, hey, hey, Brad, that's not cool. I don't do that. I don't do that. Rocky Horror Movie Picture. Yeah, you ain't getting me in no high heels. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Like I went outside the other day. It was like warm. It was like 70 degrees outside, and I thought I was gonna be a smart ass because like it still hasn't got like the ground's still cold, cold. Like so, I went outside to go get some sun the other day because I'm lacking vitamin D seriously, like being locked up in the house all the time. So I would say I'm gonna go outside. You know what? I'm not gonna wear my shoes outside. I'm gonna take my socks off. I'm gonna go barefoot. Boy, that was a dumb idea. I was like having problems walking. I can't walk around without shoes on. Like I can't do it. Like just barefoot. I used to do all my work. I used to mow my yard without shoes on. I was telling somebody that. Somebody was talking about stepping in dog poop, and I'm like, dude, that used to be a weekly occurrence for me. Like I didn't catch meningitis or some shit. You know, I never really cared for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, to be honest with you, Mike. I guess if enough people ask for it, I'd watch it. It does have meatloaf in it, so it's got that. Yeah, put the lotion in the basket, Johnny. Put the lotion in the basket. I don't know. It was never my thing. The Rocky again. It was just not my bag, as Austin Powers would say. That's not my bag. The Swedish penis pump. You know. Anyway, you guys remember the scene? Yeah, Tim Curry. I do like Tim Curry. I do like Tim Curry as an actor. Yeah, that's the thing. I love having voice chat. We can all get together and watch a movie. It's not mine, baby. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I swear. He says it's got your name right on it here. It shows Austin Powers, the Swedish penis pump. Yeah, Bradley knew I was talking. I knew somebody would get that movie reference. I knew somebody would get. I actually have all the Austin Power movies on DVD. I don't know if they're on YouTube. See, the thing about Discord, it won't let me stream Netflix. I tried. It'll only give you a black screen. And I can't stream Tubi on there. And I don't know if it's on my end or if there's anything I can do to get those two, but I don't think there is. I think they've locked it out so you can't do that. All right. All right. Hurry back, John. No biggie. He dressed Frankenfurter. Oh, Lord. Filled out by Mr. Austin Powers, yeah. Like everything's pointing that it's actually his. Yes, he's totally lying. Yeah. No, if we got to talking or whatever, I'd pause the movie so we wouldn't miss none of the movie. I like ask Mike. Mike's been there. Ask Mike. We've watched a couple of movies now. I can't remember what we watched that first week. Maybe Mike can remember. I was more trying to figure out how to make it run right. Um, but yeah, we've watched several movies together now on there. How to use the Swedish penis pump by Austin Powers. Yeah, like everything showing that yes, he clearly was his Swedish penis pump. Yes, I love the Austin Powers movies. I would definitely watch those on Discord. Absolutely. I've been doing the horror movies. Last week we watched Brain Dead, also known as Dead Alive, and it was because you guys. I was asked what the goriest movie I'd watched was, and that was it. And I don't know if my assessment of that was. Oh yeah, we watched Bad Candy. That was what we watched the first week. Yeah, we watched Bad Candy. That's a pretty sick movie too. Yeah, it was. That movie was sick, twisted, demented, and I kind of like it a little bit, guys. I kind of like Bad Candy. I've actually talked to the people that worked on it and made Bad Candy. I kind of knew them, but that kind of got squashed because I had to go and stand up to Kane Hodder, and people in, certain people didn't like that. It kind of ruffled some feathers. The Hollywood suits wanted to come in and tell Sam what he was going to talk about on his channel. And so the first thing I did was I fired up a stream and I talked about what they told me not to talk about. Like that's one thing about no bad candy. Obvious bad candy. It's on Tubi. You can watch it anytime. Um, that's messed up. It wouldn't let me watch Tubi this week or last week, but I watched it. That's how we watched Bad Candy. So that's weird. Oh yeah, Johnny. It's a funny story. I used to babysit my friend's son, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space was his favorite movie. So like every time I came over to babysitting, we'd watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I did not complain about it at all. I thought it was fun. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I got. Speaking of Bradley's here, I can mention that I have two copies. I have two copies of the Goonies. I have Goonies twice on DVD because I had one copy that didn't have a case to it. It's like in one of those little plastic CD holders, and I forgot that I had it, and so I went and I bought another copy, and I was like, oh shit, I already have a copy of the Goonies. I was just talking last week about Corey Feldman. Oh, me and Mike were talking about it in Discord about Corey Feldman and how Corey Feldman was supposed to be in Friday the 13th Part 5. You see at the beginning where you see they have an actor portraying Corey Feldman, but it wasn't. It was just a stunt double. Corey Feldman at the time of Friday the 13th Part 5 was making in a movie called Goonies. So there you guys go for a little bit of trivia for your day. Nukem High. I remember Nukem High. Goonies never say die. That's right, brother. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still making videos. I'm still doing live streams. I came, since some things you missed out, Bradley, since we left is, I came in, I kind of flipped the horror industry, the horror scene on its head, and, and kind of pissed some people off at me over it. There was some extreme jealousy going on there, and I would be jealous of me too. I told him directly to that. I said this directly. I sent messages. By the way, guys, you guys remember a while back I did a video about Larry Zerner? Yeah, Larry Zerner. Well, I sent that video I made about him saying how I didn't like him and I thought he was a punk and this and that. I sent it to him in a message and yeah, he blocked me. I didn't say I wanted to hurt him. I didn't say I wished him to die. I just said I don't like you. I think you're a punk. In my video. I didn't cuss or nothing. And I said, if you want to come on and talk about it, here I am. But here we are again, scared of the internet. He had no problem going on everybody's channel when the lawsuit was still going on. He had no problem talking all this stuff to all the other channels on here. But when it comes to my channel, he don't want to come on here. Anyway, I went off topic. Sorry, guys. I got on a rant there. I thought Clowns was funny. I thought that was a good movie. I was never really scared of it. Like, I thought it was scarier than Killer Clowns, and that was over the top. It wasn't even really scary, to be honest. Yeah, I couldn't believe that either. Toxic Crusader, yep. Yeah, I remember the Lloyd Kaufman movies. Those were always gory and fun too. You was six. Yeah, it was a good. I used to have all those books, man. I had like a collection of Stephen King books, and they're all gone. I had the original Dark Tower book, and it had the artwork of the artist that drew the pictures in them. And that artist is no longer alive. I think he got in a. I remember Stephen King talking about it. He got into the artist that did the drawings and stuff. He got into a motorcycle wreck, and they were like raising money to like keep him on life support or something. So that artist isn't even alive anymore. And I had the original Dark Tower with the original color drawings in it, and I lost that one. So still not over that. You know how many years I spent reading and waiting for the new Dark Tower books to come out? It was ridiculous. Like, and the thing about it is, like, the crazy thing, I can do this without spoiling for anybody who hasn't read the Dark Tower series. So, the thing about the Dark Tower series that people that haven't either read all of it or whatever might not know is that every Stephen King book, from Insomnia to The Stand to Cujo to, every Stephen King story, every single one, Desperation, was all set in the timeline and the universe of the Dark Tower. So basically the Dark Tower connected all the stories that Stephen King did. They were all connected basically. And if you read through them, you can find references as you read through them. Green Mile, yes, it's another one. I've got that on VHS, guys. I got a box of VHS tapes in there, so if anybody's interested in VHS, I got you covered. Misery, Misery was those are all connected. Those are all part of the Dark Tower universe. They were all they were all set in the same timeline and universe as the Dark Tower itself. So it all tied back together. Yes, anything Stephen King, all was all one big. It was just all about the Dark Tower, basically. Yep, yep. Shawshank Redemption. I remember watching The Stand like back when it was, we rented it on VCR and stuff. It was like back then, like a 4.5 hour movie. That's like a commitment. And I like that movie so damn much. I watched that shit twice. So it's like I spent literally a day just watching The Stand. Yeah, Stephen King's son actually does comic books too. I know that. Like, but again, if you want to find one of his son's comic books on eBay, you're gonna pay out the ass for it unless you find a deal. You know somebody that's got it that'll willing to part with it. But yeah, he actually does do comic books and graphic novels and stuff like that. Yeah, I knew that. I knew about that. There's not much you can put over on me on Stephen King. I'm up on that. I am up on Stephen King. Trust me. There was a thing. I can't remember the name of the story. I'll have to look it up. There's an interview that Stephen King did at the Kennedy Center. And now, why was that important? Because Stephen King, I can't remember the name of the story. Maybe one of you guys in chat know it. But he was talking about, like, say, like you had a time machine, you can go back in time, right? And the story was about this guy who goes back to the day that Kennedy was shot, and he changes that. And so now everything else that would have happened afterwards, it changes, basically changes history. I can't remember the name of the story. Another story that I like from Stephen King, From a Buick 8. Have you guys ever read From a Buick 8? That was one of my favorites. Yeah, 1963. Okay, that's the name of it. I can't remember what book he did with his son. I don't remember what. Like, I haven't read Stephen King in a while. Again, the whole reading thing, guys. Like, I've got the Manson book that I've been reading on. I've got the old Civil War book. I got a book in a bathroom, guys. Like, literally sit reading old history books while I'm on the crapper. Like, I just find 5 minutes out of the day just to read a little bit because that's about all I can read anymore without giving myself a migraine. So yeah, the name of the story is 1960. I haven't read that one. I haven't read 1963, but I definitely want to check it out because I was intrigued by that. Like that one kind of blew my mind a little bit. Like Stephen King's blown my mind before, but like that one, my favorite movie, Stand by Me, that was based on a Stephen King story, The Body, from Different Seasons. The collection of short stories called Different Seasons. I used to have that as well. Yeah, my favorite movie is Stand By Me. That's all-time favorite movie. There is no movie, you're not going to convince me that any movie is better than Stand By Me. You just can't do it. It's impossible. The Shining, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, really, Epiphany? I didn't know that. Yeah, like they're having. Can you believe right now Manson's so-called relatives are all fighting over his estate now? Can you imagine Charles Manson having an estate? Like, how bad is that? Like, how did he end up with an estate? I was talking to somebody else about this the other day, too. Something about Tex Watson that you guys might not know. Since he's been in prison, since being convicted for the murders, he has he has a wife and he's had 4 kids while he's been locked up in prison. Nightmares and Dreams. Yep, yep, yep. I've read that one too. 11/22/63. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Yeah, I used to have nightmares and dreamscapes too. I used to have a whole stack of Stephen King. and I am so pissed that I don't have those no more. And you know how long it took me to collect those? It took me years to collect all those books. I'd go to they have the food pantry here. Sometimes they got books there and stuff. I found Stephen King books there before. The library, I used to go to the library all the time. They got mobile libraries here now. I still check those out. They got a little door on them, and you open the door. It's like made out of wood. And it's got a glass, front on it. And you open it up, and there's books in there, and you can take one and leave one. And it's pretty cool. But I don't get up to the library much anymore. For one, it's like, yep, the Jaws. I used to have that. I think I might still have that on VHS. Rock and Roll Heaven, Mind Mike. I don't remember what Stephen wrote for his first few books. I don't recall. Like, I know that he, like, for a long time he tried to get into, get published, and like he got rejected a lot of times. Oh yeah, yeah, Mess of Things has got books. Right on. I'm familiar. I go to his channel. I try to keep up with everybody that I can. Yeah, I like Mess of Things. Yeah, he's got books. Damn straight. Kiefer Sutherland. Oh yeah, yeah. Might as well, Bradley. Might as well. Uh, any of you guys into the Twilight Zone? Do you like the old Twilight Zone episodes? Anybody? You guys into that? I'm into that kind of thing. Like my favorite episode. Well, I got several, but like I think my all-time the black and white. I'm talking black and white, the OG, not the remake when they got out now. I'm talking the original black and white Twilight Zone. My favorite episode. You guys check it out. If you guys want to know how this thinker up here works, all you have to do is go. You can't find it on YouTube, I don't think, but if you do like a Google search for it, you can find it. It's called A Game of Pool. If you ever want to know how my mind works and how I think, watch A Game of Pool, and you will know exactly where I'm coming from on all things. Like it is a book of Sam. To just watch that episode. Oh, that's cool, Jeff. Yeah, it's called A Game of Pool. Watch that episode. That's me. That's my episode. Yep, Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. Yep, yep. I don't have the sets. I've got Tales from the Crypt. I got season 1 and season 7, which really season 7 is the only one I care about because it's got the Three Little Pigs cartoon in it, which is my favorite episode of Tales from the Crypt. So there, I gave you guys my favorite. I'm just giving you guys all the trivia questions that I'm gonna be questioning you on, like Jeff did us yesterday. Later, the quiz will be later, guys. Yes. Uh, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, yeah, Mike. Sorry, I don't know the name of every single episode. I do watch a lot of them though. You have all the Tales of the Crypt. That's cool. Yep. Well, like I said, mine's my favorite one on season 7 is that cartoon. I remember when I first seen that Three Little Pigs Tales from the Crypt thing. I watched it in cable back in the day. Remember, beginning of the stream, I told you I was fucked up on a lot of shit a lot of time back then. And so I'm sitting there three sheets to the wind, and I'm half out of my mind, and on comes the Three Little Pigs cartoon from Tales from the Crypt, and I thought I was hallucinating, guys. I almost fucking threw my TV. I thought I was seeing shit, but it was awesome. I loved it. Creep Show, yeah, Creep Show was good. Goosebumps. Um, Gosh, what was it I was watching? Something on Tubi. It kind of reminded me of Goosebumps. It was made back in the '90s, and it had like, it was sort of like that. You had kids around the campfire. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to go look that up too. I'm just gonna have a lot of stuff to look up, but we're going to watch House and House tomorrow night. So anybody wants to get down on that, it's free to join. I'm gonna have to go out and get popcorn. That's something I forgot to do. Tales from the Dark Side. Yep. No, I can't remember the name of it. It was gosh dang it. Without closing my stream out, I wouldn't be able to look it up. But it's no, it's not. It's along those lines of Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was made like '91. I think it was made before all that. It was just like a little cheap little thing, and it had stories with it or whatever. No, it wasn't Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, but that is one of them that's on Tubi. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's gonna drive me nuts now. The Willies. There you go, Mike. That was it. The Willies. Gold star for Mike. Amazing stories. Yeah, actually, it was a Canadian show, and yes, I do watch that. That's on Tubi and on YouTube both. Yes, amazing stories. It's sort of like kind of what I want to say. Yes, Gold Star. Uh, yeah, I'm having a brain fart on stream, guys. Just lost everything right there. You threw me off with the Gold Star, but uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, the amazing stories. Yeah, it's like urban legends, right? Is what it was all about. It's like animated about urban legends. I thought it was cool. Yeah, Amazing Stories is on YouTube, Tubi. I mean, yes, it's on Tubi, and you can find episodes on YouTube as well. I didn't know about it because like it was a Canadian show back in the day, but I found it somehow on YouTube one day, and I just binge watched it, and I was like, "Hey, this is pretty cool. I like this." Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's a good one. Yep. You know what I used to like watching back in the days? You guys might think I'm creepy for it. I've always been into true crime. Uh, I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries religiously. Every week, my ass would be planted right in front of the TV waiting for Unsolved Mysteries to come on. Loved Robert Stack. Loved that. Good stuff. They got, and they used to not have the original Unsolved Mysteries on YouTube, but you can find those on YouTube now. There is a channel for them now. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was, Bradley. Yeah, it was kind of like an animated series kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries, that was my jam back in the day. Like, again, that probably got me. I was telling our neighbor down the hall, it's like I've fallen down the Charles Manson rabbit hole. I need somebody to toss me a rope so I can pull myself out of it. Because, like I was talking about, like, here's something that messes me up about the Manson thing. Like the Sharon Tate murders. Like, they found pools of blood, right? But there was no bodies where the pools of blood were. The bodies were laying across the floor, and there was no blood around them. So I don't know if somebody drained all their blood and just fucking moved their bodies after they were done. Those bodies were not found where they died at. I don't believe. Yeah, I haven't seen the new Scream yet. The Unexplained. I've watched a little bit of it, Jeff. Sightings. Yep. And the thing is, Mike. Okay, so about the UFOs thing, I'm gonna let you guys know right now that I'm a bit of an amateur astronomer. I don't really stargaze as much as I used to. I used to have a pair of binoculars, a bunch of telescopes, and everything. But I'm all into astronomy and stuff, and so like I'm excited that they got the James Webb Telescope out. Like that's going to show us a lot of stuff that we haven't been able to see. Like I don't know if you guys, you could go to NASA and they've got like footage of what the James Webb Telescope's this giant telescope that they worked for 15 years on and sent up, and we're trying to find other planets like Earth, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I think that you're more likely to find a planet orbiting in a not too far, not too close to its star to burn it or freeze it, but like a planet about like Neptune. You're going to find Earth-sized moons going around planets like that are probably going to be more likely to have life than a solo planet like Earth. Like that's a needle in a haystack. Oh yeah, space is so huge, man. It boggles the mind. It hurts my head. The only reason I never went further with astronomy is because like you need some high level mathematics skills to like do a lot of stuff with it. Like you need to know a lot of math. You need to know all kinds of stuff. And I just sort of study it as a hobby. I know one of the guys I watch on here, Anton. Uh, he shout out to Anton. God bless him. His infant son actually passed away here a couple weeks ago. He does astronomy stuff on YouTube, and felt bad. Like left him a comment, wished him well. Like I watch astronomy stuff all on here all the time. I'm kind of skeptical about how much UFO stuff I believe. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm kind of skeptical on that. But that's just my opinion on it. I think a lot of the UFO stuff is just stuff our government hasn't told us about that they have. Uh, Damn, that is crazy. That is crazy. Well, I think again, I think our government has technology that they just don't tell us about. Like, I think that's more likely than, like, you guys got to think, man, in terms of like the universe and stuff like that. You got, in order to travel from, you know, a whole. I mean, you guys, again, you're talking about the universe, a very long distance. Like, if you had the fastest spaceship ever, it would take you a million years to go from one side of the Milky Way galaxy to the other, and that's what the fast is. This going the speed of light itself, and the closer you get to the speed of light, the more mass whatever object you're traveling in takes. So that takes more energy, and it just feeds into itself. So like unless you know how to fold space and punch a hole through it, you're going to take a, bring whatever you're going to you, and then just go directly to it. Like folding a sheet of paper. Say if you could figure out how to do something like that, you might have something there. But I just don't see a technological society, you know. And that's another thing. We look out there, we don't see any evidence of any kind of thing. Like if there were aliens out there, other advanced species out there, and they had ability to travel, they could have colonized the entire galaxy by now. And yet we don't see any evidence of that at all. So I'm wondering where everything's at. It's called the Fermi paradox. Where are all the aliens at? We don't see them. We should see evidence of them other than people seeing shit in the sky. I mean, like we should see them all around us, right? We should have we got radio satellites and stuff that send signals out and try to catch signals and stuff like that. And we should have seen or heard something by now, but I don't know. That's just speculation. Dimensions in a stream. Yeah, there's the whole alternate universe thing. Like you know, every choice you make in life, right? They say you make a choice in life, even if it's something mundane or something. Like there's a different version of you in a different universe that made a different choice and is living a different life, but it's the exact same copy of you, and that goes on for layers and layers and layers. That gets into quantum physics and quantum mechanics and all kinds of string theory, and I'd sit here with a chart and write numbers and put my nerd pocket protector on and shit. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bore you guys with that shit. Anyway. Wow. And again, I think the government would be just as likely to abduct you and, drug you up and put a fucking ET mask on and say it was aliens, though. Like they, you know, I don't know. That's just my take on it. Like, I don't see an alien race spending all that energy and effort to come all the way here, I don't know. Well, and that's the thing. It could be a resources thing, Mike. I guess I could see that. I could see it being a resources thing. But again, to get here, you're going to expend more resources than probably what you're going to get. You could probably mine an asteroid in your own system and get more than what you're going to get by traveling all the way from wherever they're from. Here is what my thing is. The thing with the universe, you got to understand, is energy. Everything is energy. And everything, to travel takes energy. Like, these are finite things. Like, they would mine their own system before they ever came here for our resources. No, I'm not saying they don't exist, Mike. I'm saying where are they all at? Why don't we. They should be. It should be blatantly obvious that if there was any intelligent civilizations, we should see. We look up in the sky, and we'd see stars starting to wink out because like one of the things is like you could siphon energy off of a star, right? Like if you knew had enough technology to do it, you could literally do that. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I could go on about astronomy all day. I'm not saying that I don't believe aliens exist. Of course, I believe they exist. I'm just saying I don't think we're looking in the right places. I guess is what I'm saying. Like astronomy wise, I've seen stuff in the sky I can't explain either. But like I'm not going to say it was aliens. I'm not saying that it was aliens, guys. Okay, that's an old meme. That's an old meme from 2012. I won't do that one to you. They live. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, they have what? Well, yeah, yeah. But see, again, Bradley, like the most common element in the entire universe is hydrogen. H2O is one part hydrogen, two part oxygen. So, like water is everywhere. Like water is not a scarce thing in the universe. It's not. It really isn't. So that's what leads me to believe that there are aliens out there. There has to be, because water is not, it's not a rare thing. It's just not. Hell comes to Frog Town. That was a good one. So you guys talking about what movies we're gonna we're gonna be watching movies in Discord this week. It was tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow. I'll have to look some movies. Like if you guys can find movies on YouTube, I can play them in the Discord or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Roddy Piper, rest in peace, Roddy Piper. God bless him. I miss Roddy Piper. I absolutely do miss Roddy Piper. That breaks my heart to think. I loved that movie back in the day. I still do. It's one of the greatest lines. I was telling Mike I need to make a list of the greatest movie quotes ever. That would be one of them on there. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Actually, I don't chew bubblegum, so I'm just left with one option in that instance. But I stopped. I got some big league chew somewhere around here. Yeah, yeah. Roddy Piper could rock that mic, man. He could talk. He could do that, and he could fight too. Yeah, Piper was ahead of his time. Absolutely. Goonies never say die. I know. I ain't saying die yet. Oh yeah, he was Canadian. Yeah, people. Yeah, I seen something about that the other day. They were talking about how Roddy was a Canadian. People forget that. But yeah, that's definitely true. Goonies never say die. Definitely one of the great quotes. Yes. One of my other favorite quotes is Bill Murray from Ghostbusters. Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. That was one of my other favorite quotes. And another one of my favorite movie quotes. Maybe you guys can tell me what movie this is from. I'm not crazy. I just don't give a fuck. Can you guys tell me what movie that quote's from? Maybe we'll watch that on Discord sometime. Movie. So is Justin Bieber. Good point, Johnny. I'm not crazy. I just don't give a fuck. That's one of my favorite ones too. I don't have any money, Pizza Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make. That's gonna be a video. I'm gonna make a video of like favorite movie quotes. This is gonna be so hard for me to do. So hard. That's me racking my brain right there. Yeah, yeah. Well, thing about it, Mike. Okay, is thing about 420, right? Okay. Here's the thing about 420. Not only the crappy situation in that with where I live. That's besides the point. My dad passed away on the 21st of April. So like it's ruined 420 for me for practically ever. Like I don't know if I'll be streaming or doing much on the 20th or 21st. I don't know. We'll wait to see how I feel on that day, but yeah, Dad passed away on the 21st of April. Night of the Comet, correct. Correct, Bradley. I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck. Night of the Comet. Classic movie. Classic movie. Definitely need to watch that one. Night of the Comet was a good movie, actually. Born Canadian, die Canadian. That's kind of how I feel about America, Johnny. I was born in this country and probably gonna die here. That don't mean I won't travel. It just ain't gonna move nowhere outside the country. Which is ironic because people overseas seem to love me, but hope you have credit cards for your purchase. Yeah. Oh, damn. Sorry to hear that, Johnny. Yeah. Yeah, April 21st is yeah, it's just I don't do much. It's not going to be a day where you're going to see me doing a whole lot. Oh, it's not your fault, Mike. Not your fault. But yeah, it's just kind of ruined. Like I haven't really gave a shit about 420 in quite a while. I don't think. I just haven't cared about it. I don't know. I might do like a watch a movie or something on like the 21st. I might do something like that, but Like as far as like doing a stream like I'm doing now, or you know, I just don't see it happening. Born in Texan. Yeah, I know, Bradley. You live down in Texas. What's up with that? What's up with Texas? What's what I'd like to know. I know Bogarts is in Texas too. I think so. I got a couple people from Texas on my watch my stuff. I've never been. Our roommate Karen used to live in Corpus Christi down there. I gotta stretch my legs out, guys. Ouch. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fisherman John. Rest in peace. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I've never been to Texas. It's one of the few places I haven't been to. Hey, Bradley wasn't here for the Nolan Ryan conversation. No, no. About why the '68 Nolan Ryan Jerry Cushman rookie cards were so much money. Basically, a bunch of his rookie cards got trashed. The end. Yeah, well, we can have tornadoes here too, but like the where I'm at right now is good about that because like a tornado. Here's something about tornadoes for you guys. A tornado will go to the lowest geographical point. So the town I live in is we're kind of on a hill here. We got a lake about 10 miles away from us, right? So every tornado that comes near us goes around the town and goes straight to that lake because it's the lowest geographical point. So if you guys ever find yourself and you need somewhere to hide from a tornado, don't go to the lowest geographical point. That's the worst thing you can do. You got everything mountains, desert, play. Yeah, it does. It does have a little bit of everything down there, from what I hear. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's the worst, hobbyist, when they're rain wrapped and stuff. Like you can't see them. You can see them like via radar. You can see rotation in a thunderstorm, but you can't visually see the tornado. I've been through several tornadoes before. I've actually, again, I've lived in Kansas and I've lived in Missouri and I've lived all over the damn place. So I like that fact about where I'm at is that the tornadoes just go right around us. Like those tornadoes we had the other week, they were like winter sets, like half an hour away, right? And it was moving straight for us. It gets here, goes around us, hits the lake. Ah, tornadoes are your biggest fear. Okay. Like I said, I'm tornado proof right here. So basically, now watch we get a fucking tornado tomorrow. Well, okay, okay, Jeff. I'm not saying that there aren't exceptions to that, but like, and I've lived here off and on. I have lived here straight through my whole life, but I've lived here off and on, and I've seen one tornado come through town. One tornado in like 25, 30 years or whatever. Like I've seen one tornado here. It doesn't happen very often, right? Like it's not a common occurrence here. Yeah, well, you will be down there in Texas. Like, yeah, they get them hurricanes down there. Uh, my friend, oh, my friend Jason, came by. He said he was chasing that tornado. Oh, he's crazy. He, you couldn't catch me dead kid chasing a tornado, but yeah, they do. They're like flat out. That's the lowest geographic point generally. Like again, there's like Jeff was saying, there are exceptions to that, but that doesn't mean that what I'm saying is not true either. I've been here a long time. I know this place, and yeah, and now if you live outside of town, that's a different story, right? Like I used to live outside of town here too, so I wasn't always inside town, right? I spent time outside of town, but yeah. So I've been through tornadoes. It's whatever. You got a basement, you're good. Lay down in the fucking bathtub, get under your bed. I don't know. Like where I'm at right now, we're on the second floor, so like if we have a tornado, all I can do is go downstairs hallway, go over by the washer and dryer, and hope to God that the roof doesn't cave in. But I ain't too worried about that. Like I've lived here for a while, and we haven't gotten no tornadoes. I remember I was in Des Moines. I was living in a motel at the time, and lightning struck the goddamn thing. We were hit by lightning. That I walk up into the front area there, like we go check in or pay for your stay or whatever, and all you could smell was ozone. That's all you could smell. We got hit by lightning. It was crazy. Yeah, you don't have control over the weather. That is absolutely 100%. That is scary. Like but here's the thing with it. Like right, you're in the middle of the country. You got the you got tornadoes and whatnot, and then on the East Coast you get the nor'easters and the hurricanes and stuff. And then on the West Coast, not only you get monsoons out there, you don't really get hurricanes that often, but you got the earthquakes to worry about. You got Yellowstone to worry about. So like, really, if you look at it and you look at the entire United States, there really is technically, and then you got the desert out west. Let me tell you, there ain't nowhere more dangerous than a desert. I don't care what anybody tells you. I've been out in the desert. I can tell you, the day if you don't know what you're doing in the desert, you can die very easily. So anyway, anywhere you go in the country really ain't safe. Safety is a mind fuck that people use. Like, oh, I'm safe. Though there is no such thing as being safe. We could get hit by an asteroid tomorrow and we're all in the same boat. There's no safe. Like they try to sell us on this safety idea. Like anyway, you ever want to know if somebody's blowing smoke up your ass? They're trying to say, "Hey, I'll keep you safe. I'll make sure you're safe." If somebody's saying that to you, they're full of shit. There ain't no keeping nobody safe. We're all mortal. We're all gonna die, and there's nothing any one of us can do about it. Yeah, I did live out by Denver. I don't know if I'd agree with that 100%, Mike. I mean, it depends. I would like if you're in Colorado, my advice would be not to go to the bigger places. Go find the smaller towns and stuff because they got some smaller towns out there. Like if I had it to do over again, that'd be the way I'd play it and just go out in a rural setting and not worry about them cities. Like you guys know, to work in Denver, at least when I was out there, if you want to get a job in Denver, you literally had to pay the city of Denver to get a job. Like you would have to go, and Denver would say, "You give us X amount of dollars, and we'll let you work here." That's how it worked. Uh, yeah, the Satanist airport. Bradley, he's all on top of it. I did actually found out about. I remember when I was in Colorado Springs, right? I'm watching the news, right? And they're talking about the adopt a highway thing. Well, says Sam, how are you going to turn this into something negative? What a buzzkill. How are you going to turn it and adopt a highway? There was a Nazi, a self-proclaimed Nazi, talking on the news about adopting a highway. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Wow. Yeah, exactly, Fisherman John. Ain't nobody ever safe. Like we can all go. I could walk out the door tomorrow and get hit by a bus. You just don't know. Not saying I want that to happen. And I don't want that to happen to you either. But don't let anybody ever try to sell you on the idea that you're safe. Because the moment they sell you on the idea you're safe, you ain't safe. And say, Sam, you're paranoid. Well, yeah, maybe I am. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, see what I did there? You see what I did? Only you can keep you safe. I think that's what my ultimate point is here. We can only keep ourselves as safe as we can in the ground. Yeah, there you go. We're safe when we're dead. There you go. Yep, exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Ain't none of us safe. That's when, like, oh, Sam, the terrorist, the government's gonna keep you safe. I already know something going on there. Something shady. Something I don't believe about that. I'm just gonna have to call BS on that. We're keeping you right now. We're keeping you safe from Russia, Sam. After we just got done telling you we loved Russia, we're keeping you safe for Russia, but we loved Russia. Anyway, the United States is bipolar when it comes to Russia. One day we love Russia, next day we hate them. It's like we wonder why over 50% of marriage ends in divorce. Look at Russia right now. That's our foreign policy with Russia. Anyway, I'll stop talking politics. I try not to get on that. I'm just saying, for the sake of argument. Yeah, right, Mike. uh, yeah, you're vegans, but got leather seats, though. Yeah, right, Jeff, right? Well, that's just how you know. Or they tell you, you know what they tell me here is, Sam, the cops are going to keep you safe. No, the cops are the ones most likely to pull the damn gun on me. Anyway, I don't want to get into politics. I don't really care what anybody believes politically. I'm just ranting, okay? I'm just, I'm out of my mind. So I'm delusional. I'm in pain. I hop myself on pain pills and black coffee, and this is what you guys get. This is the result. It's all your guys' fault. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm middle aged and crazy, but I'm still a professional. I'm professional at being crazy. Is that fair to say? Yeah, no joke, Mike. In fact, I've had that experience myself. I've had more cops pull guns on me than gang members. I never was in a gang per se. They told me, Sam, you're too crazy. You don't take orders well. You guys have seen that. Like, I don't do like Sam, you're gonna do this. No, fuck too. I'm not doing that. But anyway, I've had more cops pull guns on me than gang members have. Like, straight up, no joke. Jeff, I can see you. Oh, you'll come at me like a spider monkey. That reminds me of Jeff. That reminds me of the scene in Ace Ventura. You know what I'm talking about, right? You're overtired. I hear you. I hear you, John. Calm down, Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris. You know, yeah, we could get into the Chuck Norris thing, but I don't think I want to do that right now. I'm too far out of my head. Like I said, I get hopped up on pain pills. I drink black coffee, and I sit here and bullshit with you guys. What up, Jay? Welcome back to the stream, brother. Yeah, we're still going. We're going into overtime. It's Friday night. Jeff ain't got no pants on. I'm middle aged and crazy. I mean, what do we got going on here?
Are
What?
you alright?
I'd like some more coffee.
There is none. You drank the last of it. Would you like for me to make you some more?
Do you even need to ask that?
Oh, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I hope you guys didn't hear that. I do. Here's the thing about it, John. Here's the thing about it. I think we all share that psychosis of OCD with you guys. I think we all have a touch of it, at very least. Hear me out. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose anybody. I'm not saying you need medication. But just hear me out. Only people with OCD would collect things like we do. Like, that's a form of OCD. Now, it might not be like extreme like some others are, but it's a form of it. Yeah, right? Like, you collect stuff. That's a form of OCD. She gets smack the shit out of you. I might. He's about to get grounded. I can't be grounded. I'm ungroundable. I am ungroundable. I am unstoppable. I beat Jason Voorhees.
You want to make a bet?
I beat Jason
You
Voorhees.
want to make a bet
Yes.
that you're ungroundable?
I am
I'll
ungroundable.
ground your ass, goddammit.
What you gonna do? Spank me and take away my birthday?
No, I'll bring out my Bushido shit.
Oh, you're
Fuck off.
gonna go Bushido on me, huh? I'll make a bet. We got the guys betting on it now. My money's always on the woman. Smart bet there, Jeff. Smart bet. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Yeah, maybe, John. Maybe. Maybe.
Here.
Well, yeah. Can you? Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
For the love of Pete. I'm already sick of it. Yeah, Jeff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, guys are already taking bets over here.
What?
I'm taking bets 100 to 1 Sam goes down on the first.
2 hits! Hit me hitting him and him hitting the floor. That's where he stays.
Set of 10. Take
No,
Wheezy
2
with
weeks,
you.
yamming ass.
Take Wheezy with you. Thanks.
God damn.
Well, you guys got to entertain you guys somehow. Again, I drink coffee, I take pain meds. I'm delusional. It's too good. It's too good. Go ahead and top that. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'll wait. They all told me, Sam, Jason can't be freed. It's impossible. Larry Turner went out and told every YouTube channel but mine, it's impossible. It can't be done. You're right. I was grinding sick with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that none of you guys commented on my Mario ball over here. I put that up there thinking somebody might notice it, but nope. We are going crazy. We might already been crazy. We've been crazy. I think we're all in the same boat, guys. I don't know. But I do believe that collecting things is a form of OCD, like I do. And some people may have it to a larger extent than others. I don't know. I know I have it. Like, I know I'm OCD. Like, there's certain things I'm OCD about, though. He did ignore Mario's balls. No, Mario ball, not balls. Yeah, Jeff, I always sleep with one eye open. I always do. Like, me being in trouble is not a new thing here, guys. This is not news. It's news to you guys right now because you've seen and heard it, but it's not news to me. I'm always saying something that, I'm always just piping off, especially when I'm jacked up on coffee and pain pills. Normally is when it happens, to be honest with you guys. Being completely 100 with you. Or if I'm in a lot of pain. If I'm in a lot of pain, I get kind of bitchy when I get in a lot of pain. But I don't know that very many people that don't get bitchy when they get in a lot of pain, so, I mean, I guess. Yes. Jeff, you are the king of taking me out of context. Born to be in trouble. That's right, John. There you go, brother. I did ignore Mario's balls. Uh, I knew that joke was going to happen. That's why I put it in here. And normally I don't have it out like this because Bonsai will take it and knock it all over. Like, you guys are lucky that my stuff here hasn't been destroyed yet because Bonsai will come in here and immediately come straight to this corner over here because she knows she's not supposed to be over here. So she comes straight to this corner because she knows that she's not supposed to. So I'm always constantly having to tell her no. Like, she'll jump up on my end table in here, and then she'll jump up into my bookcase, and I've come in here, and my baseball cards are all laying on the floor and shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun, John. I bet you can, Jeff. I bet you can. Dude, my ears are still ringing from JR last night. I'm like, damn, the Diamond Princess over there dropping her potatoes and shit. Like, it was terrible. Like, what you need to do is get JR a bullhorn, right? And don't tell anybody about it. Just open your cards, and, like, when he hits that rookie card, you break out that bullhorn and you, rookie card. You just go ahead and crank up yeah, there you go, yeah. Give him a bullhorn. Let him really get in. I bet his throat is sore today. I bet it is. I knew last night. I was like, I said it in chat too. No, Bonsai. We got a cat named Bonsai. I don't know where she's at right now. She's probably in the living room. It's our cat. It's a Bonsai shark. It's our kitty. And no, we did not name her Bonsai. We got her from the Humane Society, and her name already was Bonsai. That's how we knew we had to have her. Funny story on how we got Bonsai. We Before we had her, we had this. She had a beautiful little white Siamese cat, and she had the bluest eyes. And we found her. We had a lot of stray animals in the area, and that's how we found her. And well, basically, she had a blood clot break off, and basically we had to have her put down. Like, she had a blood clot, broke off, hit her legs, and basically she was going to chew her own legs off until we had her put down. So we had to have her put down. And this was already after losing the last cat, the cat that we had for a long time. And I was like, dude, I'm done with cats. I'm not doing no more cats, right? About 4 or 5 months later, we see the newspaper, Humane Society, Bonsai. Son of a bitch. So, made me a liar on that one. So, yeah, I ended up getting another cat, and Yeah, yes, John the kazoo. Yeah, I seen that. Don't talk to robots got us the kazoo. I thought that was funny. But yeah, no, that's how we got our bonsai kitty. So she was a rescue kitty. She was, on the streets and didn't have nowhere to live, and so we took her in. She destroys all my stuff. Tells me when I got to go to bed. You talk about getting in trouble. It's the cats you guys got to worry about. Well, it was a mess of things. Okay, I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. I watch so many videos, guys. You don't understand. Like I watch a lot of videos, and that's not just cards and collectibles either. I watch all kinds of stuff on here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Exactly. That's cool, Mike. Yeah, we got a rescue as well. Yeah, yeah. Everybody else has got cats too. I'm lucky that I own anything because she'll come over here and Bonsai, no, stop that. I'm yelling at her. God damn it, Bonsai, get down off the table. Always yelling at her. Because she's always doing something. My here. Let me show you this, guys. Let me show you one thing. One of the things that she does here. You guys gonna move with me? You want to move with me? I'm gonna get up and move around here. Unplug my little thing here. I gotta show you something here. Maybe not all you guys have seen this. Okay, so this is my Friday the 13th thing that we got, right? It goes up on my wall. If I shut my lamp off, I got my black light aimed at it so it looks all pretty and stuff. But let me show you something here. What she'll do is she'll come over here and she's going to put holes all up in there with her claws. Look at that. These are all holes that she has put in this with her claws. So there you go. So every time I'm up on, she'll come up there. She'll start clawing at it. You know, I yell at her that because she's not supposed to be clawing at my Jason poster, or my Jason wall thing. And you say, Sam, you can just go get another one. Well, she'd just destroy that one. Not only that, I tried to find one for somebody else, but they don't have any in stock. So. Oh, cool. Cool, Jeff. Yeah, we just got the one cat. Like, that cat keeps me busy, guys. Like, you guys wonder what the hell I do with my time. Most of it's to cleaning out her litter box, feeding her, watering her, making sure she's got everything she needs. So, she's definitely high maintenance. Where the hell has Abigail been? That's a good question. I talked to her tonight. She said she was going to charge her phone. I messaged her, said I'm going live in 10 minutes. And she never showed up. So I don't know what's going on with Abigail. I don't know why she isn't joining us. See, you guys got to understand there's a time difference between us and where she lives over in the UK. So I don't know if it's just a time schedule thing. She said she's been tired a lot lately. I don't know. She's got some other things going on. I don't really want to speak too much on it because I don't know. But I did talk. I do still talk to Abigail. She's still around. But yeah, she's still around. I talked to her right before, earlier this evening, actually. Oh, wow. Yeah, but you're kind of in a rural area, aren't you, Mike? Yeah. So I think she's been going to sleep early, I think. I don't know. She got something going on. She hasn't been sounding herself lately. I don't want to speculate, but I think she's like, I don't know, she's got stuff going on. Yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere, so because in the middle of nowhere, I don't know. I couldn't take care of somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't do it. That's what sucks for me is because like I would prefer to be in the middle of nowhere, but I know that for me it's probably not that good. Like I was having some kind of serious issues going on before Jeff's stream on Saturday, and I just said to hell with it. I'm going to Jeff's stream. I just pushed that shit off. I have to go to the doctor next week. Let's put it that way. Oh, cool. I don't know about having a tiger. I don't know if I'm all about that life or not, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that or not. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I know here we're not. We're kind of on the outskirts technically here. Like we're not in the middle of nowhere, but we're on the outskirts. Does that make sense? We're just sort of we're in the no man's land, so to speak, in between enemy lines. To turn the phrase, like that's one thing I was talking to Jeff about. Like the races start up in April. I think April they start up. One night when it's racing, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna show you guys how loud it gets out there because we're not that far away from it. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go live one night, and I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let you guys listen to the race cars go. Be like, why don't you stream on Fridays during the summer? Well, because if I did, all you guys would hear is these damn race cars around. So I just don't. I wait till normally Sundays to do it over summer because it's just gonna be a bunch of noise. Looks like it soundproofed the room. So I get a bunch of those styrofoam Hardee's containers and fucking plaster them up on the wall or something. Yeah, I'm getting Jeff excited talking about racing. But yeah, I was gonna. Who is that? Did you want the autograph from, dude? You said you wanted an autograph from one of the drivers. I can't remember which one it was. And you let me know who it is. I'll try to get it. Yeah, yeah, Jay. I'm used to it by now. It's just that. Oh, Larson. Okay, I'll see what I can get on that. I know the people that work over there. They're good people. Like they're friendly. I went in there. I bullshit with them. They were supposed to have a. There was last summer, right? I play cribbage. Cribbage is one of the things I play. I got a cribbage board behind me right now. I can turn on and show you guys if you want. But I went there to go play a cribbage tournament. Fucking me and this one other dude sat there for like 35 minutes, and like we were the only two that showed up. And come to find out, it got canceled and shit. But we was talking to the people at the race car Hall of Fame. That's like where it was at. Like we went upstairs and shit. We was in the race car. They got you could see the racetrack and everything from up there. So, but yeah, they never did have the cribbage tournament, which pissed me off because I was all ready to play some cribbage. But oh well. But I got to talk to the race car people, so yeah, yep. I've actually won cribbage tournaments before, Jay. I love to play cribbage. Man, we gotta hang out sometime, Jay. We definitely do. We get together, we play some cribbage. It'll be good time, good time. Oh, cool. Gotta be awesome. So I'll see if I can get the Larson. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I don't really got sway with the race car, the racers themselves. I've partied with them before, way back in the day, but like, I don't really, not much anymore. The whole not drinking thing kind of, kills it, right? I remember one time I partied with this racer guy, and like, he'd already raced, like, he wrecked his car out and stuff, so he was like screwing around. We go to his trailer, we start partying, drinking, smoking, and we all hop in his golf cart. He's got this golf cart. During the summer here, everybody runs around in golf carts all year. They just made it so you gotta have a license to run a golf cart. By the way, most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But anyway, so he's all fucked up. And we get in this golf cart with him, and he's like going as fast as like going maybe 20 miles an hour. Is about as fast as his golf cart can go. We're going, and he's driving around, and we smashed into this tree, bam, with the golf cart. We're all like trying not to fly through the front and hit the tree. Yeah, it was funny. It was great. We hit a tree with a golf cart. It was great. So I did party with him back in the day. I not much. I remember when I was growing up here, the big one was Doug Wolfgang. I remember Doug Wolfgang when he was still alive. Like I remember that. That was the thing. I knew somebody in Centerville whose parents owned the video store. I used to go down there, and their favorite racer was also Doug Wolfgang. So you could take a left turn better. Yeah, it's a series of left turns. I never really got into racing much either, Mike. I really, to be honest with you, that's cool. Everybody else is free to enjoy it. Did you ever do the racing circuit down here, Jeff? Did you ever race in America? Or I don't know. Like I seen you in your picture the other day that like, wasn't it? I seen a sprint car in there somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Did you race sprint cars, Jeff? I'm just curious. Because there's a different kind of racing. What they do here is race a sprint car race. Okay, it's a dirt track here, guys. There's a dirt track. That's what they got. There ain't no concrete. They go around a dirt track. What they do is before the race, they'll get some hoses out and they'll spray the track down, make it all muddy and stuff. Oh, cool. Right on, John. Right on. I say, if you ever did sprint car racing, you'd been here. I know about maybe 45 minutes away from here, actually, they got the NASCAR track just north of us. Like, I could drive 20 minutes and go to the NASCAR track here up in Newton. But then they got down in Eddyville. I don't know if they still do it or not, but they used to have drag car races down there. Those were fun, too. And I've been to a demolition derby. That was fun. Like, that got cut short for me. I was mad about that because I was actually having fun watching people crash their cars into each other. That was fun. Okay, so you guys had paved tracks. Yeah, dude, like, those dirt tracks ain't no joke. They are no joke. Jeff gave up on his baseball career to go into racing. Is that a joke or are you being serious? Did Jeff actually have a baseball career? I didn't know this. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I've had friends that were into baseball before, so it's not like it's a big deal. But I knew a friend that he could have been a major league pitcher, but he, you know how it is, guys. You tear your arms out. Those pitchers are always tearing their arms out, right? Did I miss somebody leaving? Did somebody leave? I gave up my porn addiction to get on YouTube. Uh, no, really, I was actually talking to the neighbor the other day. I was like, one of the things, like, before I did YouTube, guys, let me take you back here. I was homeless. I didn't have anywhere to live. My situation was pretty bad. So, and I always kind of wanted to do YouTube just as a hobby. And I got to think to myself, I'm like, well, if I can ever get into a position where I don't got all these problems, then I'll start a YouTube channel. And it took till June of 2020 is when I started uploading videos. So, you know, it took me a couple years to get to where I need to be to even, you know, come on here and do this. So, yeah. What do you mean, YouTube? I thought that's what the internet was for. Lisa Z, what is up? What is up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Happy Friday, Lisa Z. Hashtag legends in the chat. Yep. Yep. There's been other players that were drafted outside of baseball but ended up being baseball players. It's kind of weird. It's like you wouldn't think that like you know, one sport would translate to another, but I guess if you're athletic, you're athletic, I guess. Why? I don't know. Jeff, try to compose yourself. We got Lisa in the chat. She doesn't need to hear this. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Lisa. Did you ever get I know you was talking about you was wanting to do some card sale or something, and I told you about the net spin card. Did you ever figure that out, Lisa? Mike. Yeah, Lisa, everybody knows you. Everybody knows you, Jeff. Everybody knows that we're middle-aged and crazy. Or crazy and middle-aged. I don't know which one is worse or better, so you can take your pick on that one. Lisa, don't mind me. I am hopped up on pain pills and black coffee, so if I seem out of my mind, it's because I am. I'm Looney Tunes. Jeff is the calm one. Yes, Jeff is the calm one out of us. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I just throwing the NetSpend out there because that's what I use. Is I use NetSpend, and like you can use it's for the internet. It's called NetSpend, right? Um, that's what I use, and I use PayPal for anything I do. So I was just trying to be helpful on you. I just want to know, get an update from you there, Lisa. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't. That's right. Don't make me get JR in here. Oh God, here you guys go. we got the rumors already stirred. The rumor mill's already going. Johnny's already stirring it up. Yeah, that's no problem, Lisa. I was just trying to be helpful. I didn't know like exactly what you had going on there, but I was trying to tell you. Oh yeah, you can't call. Okay, yeah, you cannot do raffles on YouTube. And actually, I know people that have done raffles on YouTube, and he lost his channel over it. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll tell you about it. Now, I'm not going to mention the channel name because I don't want to start no drama or anything like that. But uh, it's one in the Charles Manson community actually did a Charles Manson raffle. Let me repeat that and wind it back. A Charles Manson raffle. And the reason he got in trouble wasn't because it was morally decrepit. The reason he got in trouble is because you cannot have a raffle on YouTube. It is considered a form of gambling. Okay, so that's why he can't do the raffles. Yeah. You can rewind the stream. uh, okay. But yeah, you can do a Raz. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you call it a Raz, yeah, it's a kind of a gambling thing. You have to have certifications and licenses and all that shit to gamble on in the internet, I guess. No, you want to know what it was? It was like it was stupid shit. It was like a lock of his hair, and I can't remember. Like he had his autographed like letters and stuff. Like, he was just raffling all this stuff off, and like I was in there when he mentioned it, and I'm like, I typed into the chat, I'm like, a Charles Manson raffle, peace, I'm out. Like I collect Freddy Krueger's autograph, but I draw the line at that shit. Like I like to study about it and stuff, but I ain't into collecting for it though. Like I'm not getting any John Wayne Gacy paintings or nothing like that, guys. It's just not me. Um, the people on YouTube call it murderabilia, and I don't see. I feel dirty even saying the word, right? Like it feels like taking advantage of a tragedy, and I ain't about that. I am not about that life. I'm not that kind of person. So I'll be 100 with you guys. There's certain things that, like maybe I would have thought about or done as a kid, but like now I just like I know one thing, guys. Karma is real, and like what you do comes back on you. So like be careful. I know it's coming from me, but again, I'm crazy, so I got an excuse. Not really, but not in the eyes of the law. I would buy his belly button. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Well, and I agree with that, but like to make a profit on it. Like, you know what I mean, Mike? You get what I'm saying here. Like, he did a raffle. He was making money out of it. Like, I would see like preserving it in a museum or something like that and say, hey, look, don't do LSD, listen to the Beatles, and then go out and kill people. I don't know what to say about that. But I just felt like there are channels that deal in it's just like there's a channel on here, serial killer documentaries, and one of the things he was talking about was the murderabilia thing, and about how people make money off of it. And I looked down, and he's like saying, "Oh, it's a bad thing. People shouldn't make money off of this." And I looked down, and he's got a join button underneath his thing. I'm like, go in his comments. Yeah, it says the guy calling himself serial killer documentaries with a join button on there. Like, yeah, tell me how bad it is to make money off of it. So anyway, I just feel, yeah, no one's safe. That's right. No one is safe. We are not safe. Safety is an illusion. Yeah, I wouldn't. I was wondering about that too. Like, I wasn't really comfortable with like holding money or. It's weird, man. I would rather you work that part. Yeah, it's best that you do that part independently. Like, there's a lot of ways to get in trouble on here, or lose money, or has anybody seen Crafty? Speaking of losing money, has anybody seen Crafty around? Does anybody know if Crafty's all right? Like, it's been weird, man. Like, Crafty just disappeared, and I'm wondering if he's okay. I got some Watanis waiting on me. I was hoping that I'd get him sent out, but Yeah, that wouldn't be good, Lisa. No, Lisa. To be honest with you, with some of the yahoos that come in my channel, that I haven't been kicked off of YouTube yet. Yet, I'm just playing, guys. You guys know I love you all. You just said he. Well, okay. Well, okay. Well, I emailed him. I bought some Otanis off of him, some cards, and he never emailed me back. I paid him his money, so I'm kind of not happy about that situation right there. I'll just leave that there. Y'all tell Crafty I would like to talk to him. Is that's kind of, yeah. Just tell Crafty I'd like to talk to him. Because if I don't hear back from you, I'm just gonna do chargeback on dude. Just take my money and just up and just ghost me. Not cool, man. Not cool. I ain't gonna lie to you guys on that. I'm pretty peeved about that. But anyway, I don't really need the Otanis. I was just trying to, help his channel or whatever. So it's cool. It's no big skin off me. Well, that's why I was asking. I was like, he just, all of a sudden ghosted me. I was wondering if he was all right. But you guys say he's in your streams and stuff and he's around. He just didn't answer my email. So I don't know. Like, I don't mind if you just, hit me back. Like, my problem is like, you don't hit me back, I start wondering what's going on. But anyway. No, I'm not trying to say he's not honest. I just kind of felt put off. That's all I'm saying. It's no big deal. I don't need the Otanis. I don't really care about the Otanis. I'm good. I don't really. I was just trying to be supportive of his channel and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know about doing an everyday video like that. It doesn't always work in on my schedule. It depends on how I'm feeling. I will at least, at the very least, I want to do 3 videos a week. That's like my target goal right now. I don't know about doing one every day though, because like the live streams and stuff take it out of me. They do. So like I got to kind of pace myself, I guess. So I don't want to burn myself out, guys. Like that's one thing about it is I don't want to drive myself into a crazy house more than I already am. Yeah, Lisa, I could sit here and watch videos from the moment I went to sleep to the moment I wake up and do it every single day, and I still wouldn't catch all the videos I'd like to see. That's how crazy. That's how many content creators are on here. It's nuts, guys. It's crazy. Your target's not to do 3 a day. No, 3 a week. 3 a week, John. Not 3 a day. I'm not really. I'm more of a when it comes to my videos. I shoot them as they are. I don't backlog them. I don't got a catalog of videos waiting to come out. I've thought about it before. I'm like, I could sit here and shoot 4 or 5 videos, and I'd have something ready all the time. But I'd rather do it organically and just turn turn my camera on and just talk. You know, I don't know. That's just me. Like I'm not saying how you guys do it, but I'm just saying how I do it. That's just my comfort with it. Like I don't know what I'm all trying to do on here, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. I kind of figured you did, Epiphany. And if it works for you and your schedule, not everyone's schedule is the same, right? So like, what works for me and my channel isn't going to work for everybody's channel. But like, whenever if I got a topic I want to talk about, I'll sit down, I'll shoot a video. I don't backlog it. I don't, I got to keep everything at hand's length, or at least as much as I can. Like, I don't normally, you know, I don't even normally stream this long, to be honest with you guys. This has been a long stream, and I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, I know. I don't really, yeah. You don't really leave me a book, Lisa. I don't look at it like that. I try to like sometimes I miss comments, and if I do, I apologize. It's not my intent. But I do try to comment or acknowledge at the very least. Depends on I got going on that day. Like if I leave you a heart on it, at least it lets you know I read it. But normally I'll respond to you. Yeah, we are, Mike, and I'm having a blast here. Just pop a few painkillers. That's the thing, Lisa. Like I don't like the painkillers, to be honest with you. I'm not saying anything against you. I'm just saying I don't like the painkillers. That shit is if I don't be careful with it, again, nobody's safe. It could shut my kidneys down. My insides could stop working. It's dangerous. I'm playing Russian roulette with them painkillers. I really am. I'm playing Russian roulette with them. No, it's cool, Jeff. I had a blast with yours. I wish you guys' stream would have went longer, but I knew that the boys had to do stuff, and you guys were exhausted. I could tell, but I enjoyed every minute of the 3.5 hours. Oh, you got some slab bags. Nice, Epiphany. Right on. No, John, I've been over this. It's illegal here, man. I can't. I don't really deal with anybody. That was the first part of my stream tonight. Was telling everybody why I'm so paranoid and how some of the stuff I've seen and done, and and I didn't. I could have went into graphic detail if I wanted to, but the point is that I don't know anybody here like that, and I don't want to know anybody here like that. Like I'm not looking for anybody. Like you know what I mean? I'd rather just not deal with the. I'm too fucking old and crippled and sick to deal with the shit on the streets nowadays like I was when I was a kid. I just can't. I don't have the patience for it. Yeah, it's cool, John. It's not legal here. Our state sucks. Our legislature, Iowa State legislature sucks, and we need to vote the assholes out. But the blue-haired cat ladies will vote them back in next year, and we'll go back through the entire same process again. It's always the same thing with the state. Now I'm going to get off the state of Iowa now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Get me all pissed off, and I'll show up at the damn Capitol, and it won't go well. And again, it's not just me. I know people that have died waiting with cancer, waiting for legal cannabis in Iowa. So it's not just me that I'm mad about. Like it's a whole big situation that it just it makes me hate the state of Iowa, and that's all I'm going to say. And hate's a strong word, and I don't use it very much. It's not I don't hate the state of Iowa. I hate what they do. I don't hate them personally. I hate what they do though. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it no more. I just don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to fuck with the streets. I'm good. It's all good. I just want to let everybody know that my position on things, I guess. I'm open, I'm honest. I don't like shy away from things typically, but if I feel like I'm getting upset, then that's when I shy away from it. Like I don't want to get upset. That's where my head's at. Oh yeah. No, no, Epiphany. We're not a red state. I wouldn't say that's a fair assessment. Okay, so there's Adolf Hitler, right? He has to look left, and he sees the state of Iowa. Okay, that's what I'll say to that. Well, not only that, that's it. It's all about power and money, Mike. It all goes back to power and money. That's all it is here. It isn't even politics. It's power and money. Like that's part of politics. I get it, but we hate freedom here. We hate freedom so much. Can anybody tell me what the state flag motto is for the Iowa? It's our freedoms we will love and cherish, or something to that effect. It's a bunch of horse shit, is what it is. But anyway, they value their freedom. They like taking everyone else's freedom about their medication and stuff away, but they value their freedom a lot. If you disagree, they'll send the cops here to pull guns on you. Okay, I'm gonna get off of that topic now. Yeah, I was Nazi. It's yeah, 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 yeah. Fair statement, Johnny. Fair statement. And that's me trying to be nice and have some couth about it. But anyway, I get frustrated. It's not the only thing that frustrates me about Iowa either, but it's one of the things that frustrates me. They say, Sam, why don't you get more involved? And I've tried to, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help. And in fact, like I said, I knew some people online through the legalized cannabis in Iowa thing, and it was a fucking joke. It was a fucking clown show. Pardon my French, Lisa, but it was a clown show, and I had no patience for it. And I told them, until you guys pull your heads out of your ass and get together and figure shit out, it's always going to be this way. And that's what I was trying to say in Mike's chat the other day. It's always going to be this way because nobody wants to work together. They want it all to be about them and all of their money and all of their power and them. And guys, good luck. I threw my hands up and said, good luck, guys. I can't fuck with you. I can't do it. Please, I guess like if I could say. Well, I'm sorry. It's top of my head here. Oh, they'll vote for whoever here no matter what, Jeff. No matter what. No matter what. That's how it is here in Iowa. It is. It's fucked up, man. And how they treat farmers here is fucked up. Like, I'm talking about family farms, okay? There's all kinds of stuff here that's messed up. I've told you guys the Centerville story, so let me tell you another one. And this was somebody that lived down the street from me at one point. The people that own the Bratz Texaco, I'm going to name them. I'm going to name the gas station. They're still down there, too. Fuck, if you guys want me to look their phone number up, you can call them and fucking tell them about it. So I walked by Bratz Texaco one day. I went to get a pop or a candy bar or whatever it was. I look up in their window. You guys know, like in gas station windows, they got like ads for cigarettes and, get your 12-pack of beer or whatever it is they got the ads in the window for. Would you know what they had an ad for in their window at the Bratz Texaco near the square? A blueprint, step by step, on how to make methamphetamines. This was posted in their front window, visible to all the public to see. And then they say, we don't understand why Centerville and Appaloosa County has such a methamphetamines problem. Well, gee, I wonder. Anyway. Yeah, probably, Johnny. Probably. She probably does know more cuss words than I'll ever remember, but I try not to overly swear on my channel, but I'm passionate about certain things. So, anyway, we wonder why we have a meth problem here when we're openly promoting it. And here's another thing that bothers me. They say, well, we've got a drug problem here. You know what they do? They'll go in, they'll catch some drugs on the streets. Cops will haul them in. They'll snitch on their buddies. They let him right back out on the streets, and we're back to square one, and we're doing it again. And we can't figure out why it's a problem. At this point, we might as well make it legal, because basically you're just saying, hey, if you snitch on your buddy, it's legal. Do away with the snitch on your buddy bullshit. That is a big thing here in Iowa. Snitching on your buddies is a big thing here in Iowa. I'm sure it's a big thing everywhere else, too, but it's another problem. It's another problem here. Yeah, that's always been that way here, Lisa. Always been that way here in Iowa. Always been. We're always in your business, okay? You have to agree with everything we do and say, or you're anti-American. You're just a socialist liberal, not standing for the national anthem, but we love Vladimir Putin. But you better stand for the national anthem, but we love Vladimir Putin. But you better stand for you see and you guys wonder why I want to strangle people. I don't deal with many people here. Hell, the VFW, that guy's lucky I don't go down to that and beat his ass right in the goddamn parking lot. Don't get me started on the VFW here. Anyway, I got a lot of problems here. Yeah, snitching is a big thing here, man. It's a big thing. And they wonder why it's a problem. No, they don't. They know what they're doing. They know they're snitching. They know they're putting them back out on the streets. Nothing ever gets solved. But then, we don't know why we got... I remember talking to the mayor. I'd go up and I'd say this shit to the mayor and stuff like that. And I remember one time I went up to talk to the mayor about it, and I've mentioned this shit to him. Boy, they didn't like that. Well, we don't understand why our courts are always so full, Sam. Stop making dumbass laws, dude, and your courts won't be full. It's not difficult. Iowa, well, you know what we're doing in Iowa? We're building prisons. I can tell you guys this much. I don't know how many of you guys have ever been to Iowa, but if you drive 50 miles in any direction, you're guaranteed to run into one of two things. A casino or a prison. I put my life on that. Drive 50 miles any direction in the state of Iowa, you're going to hit a casino or a prison. One of the two. Maybe both. And you know what Kim Reynolds, our governor here, is saying? We need more prisons. Iowa needs more prisons. Yeah, I went and looked this up. We got like some like 10 or 11 prisons in the 35th populated state in the United States. We're ranked 35th in population, 10th in prisons. Tell me what doesn't strike you guys as correct with that. We're ranked lowest in the country in population, highest in prisons per capita, per amount of people in the state. So we're talking about making more prisons. We need to make more prisons. We got more prisons than we got people in the state. I knew people, when I was out in Colorado, I had dudes come up to me because, weed was legal out there. And like, hey, Sam, you know people back in Iowa. Well, here, I give you a bunch of this and you go back to Iowa. It's like, dude, there are people that are still in Iowa prisons right now that had the same thought that you just had, and they're still sitting in prison right now. Yeah, probably. And like I said, half of those people, Jeff, wasn't even from Iowa. They were driving through Iowa thinking it was going to be slick. Oh, you gotta, here's one my buddy told me the other day. The cops here in town, if you got, like the disability thing, the little wheelchair thing that you stick in your, rear of your mirror so you can like park in the handicap spot. The cops here have made that illegal to put in your rear view mirror. They will pull you over for being disabled. Now, if that ain't discrimination, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Yeah, I'm burying Knoxville on my YouTube channel. You go ahead. Knoxville, Iowa's fucked up, man. They took they want everybody to shop uptown on the square. They took all the stoplights out uptown. I read an article the other day. Oh, we're putting the stoplights back in. They've been out for like 3 years now. Oh, don't get me started, guys. Don't get me started. Oh yeah, they do. They ship them all over the state here. They ship them in from out of state. They ship people here out of state. They do it both ways. It's all a money-making scam. The fact that, people always say, well, when you go to prison or you go to jail, right, you're supposed to learn from it and it's supposed to make you a better person. On the surface, I agree with that. However, that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here, at least in Iowa, I don't know what your states are like, what they're doing here in Iowa is it's a business model. We don't care if you become a better person or not. We're making money off of it. I've had people tell me I'm anti-business because I don't want to keep that prison guard employed. I literally have had people tell me this. It's not joking, not trying to be funny. Sam, you're anti-capitalism, you're a socialist because you're trying to put that poor, honest prison guard out of work. I'm sorry. What?
You're going to be paying the price for this tomorrow.
Yes, I
You
know.
what time it is?
Yes, what time is it?
Look at the clock.
I got my time up here in the corner. How long I've been streaming?
How long have you been streaming?
3 hours and 35 minutes.
And what kind of pain are you going to be in tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm always in pain.
Come on, Bugseye. Come on. Let Daddy stream. Come on. Come with Mommy. Come on.
Well, yeah, but okay.
Come on.
You're only supposed to put it up there, though, for, like, when you park, I guess. Like, you gotta... Yes, I can tell time. I just don't have my clock in front of me right now. I could close my stream up. No, I'm not up past my bedtime.
You're screwed because she's in your...
Yeah, I know. Hey, is the coffee done? Hold on, guys. Talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, and go get some coffee here. Yeah, the goal ain't to make anybody better. The goal is to lock us all up so they can make money off of it. Like I said, I've literally had people tell me I'm anti-capitalism because I'm not for making a prison guard $30 an hour. I just can't be these people.
There's no more coffee.
I thought you said there was.
Well, okay, I'll make more.
No, it's all right. 11:05. It's not even midnight, Naomi.
Okay, I just don't want you hurting tomorrow.
Well, I Stretch my legs.
I know, you're gonna be hurting though.
Yeah, I know. My back already is hurting. Oh. Yeah, I know John, like, has had issues with it, with his roommates and that. I know that. Ugh. Guys, like, what do you want me to do here? Like, I've tried shooting them on my bed and doing the lives on my bed, and it's too unbalanced. Like, I got everything is on a flat surface here, so it can keep it sturdy and stable. And our fucking maintenance guy, he's got one of these collapsible stools, man. I wish I had one of those. A little collapsible. You could make it whatever size you want. You can sit down on it. That's what I need. It's one of them little collapsible stools. And we got a table in the game room. I don't know where the hell I'd put it in here, but I gotta put it in the corner, I guess. We got a wooden chair, but guys, me sitting in a wooden chair is about as bad as setting me on the floor. Hell, give me a fucking lazy boy. Like I was telling my friend Donnie, he gives me rides sometimes, and I sit like I lean the seat back, and I'm more comfortable in this car seat than I am in anything else. It was like, dude, can you leave your car unlocked and I can sleep in your car? Well, yeah, John, this is like what I do just to keep myself occupied. Like, I ain't really worried about it. It's whatever, man. Like, the situation is what it is here. There's no changing it. I understand that. Like, I get that. I just won't vote for any of them here. Oh, Sam, you gotta vote. You gotta change it by voting for one side or the other. No, they both fucking made the rules here. They both set the policies here. I can tell you what's gonna happen. Next gubernatorial election, our policies pushed all the taxpayers out of the state. What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? I can already see that one coming. I already see that one coming from a mile away. Yeah, like I said, I gotta figure out what I want to do because like it would be hard. The other part of it is I like my little collection here in the corner. It's kind of I like it. Maybe get me a beanbag chair I can just lay in while I do my live streams. Maybe that's something I should do. Think about. Just get a beanbag chair and just lay down in it. Just sort of like curl up in it and just do my live stream that way. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Something like that, where I could still be down here where I want to be, but oh damn. No, I've been there, John. Not quite there with the baby, but like I've when I was younger, my problem was that like, and I live by this motto now. Everything in moderation. Like I didn't have that filter back when I was younger. Like and so, but at the same time, I got all the shit out of my system as far as doing shit like that. So I don't stress too much on it now, like stuff like that. I don't even like taking the pills I have to take. I don't even like doing that. I'm a green tea. I'm a green tea kind of guy now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I got my water here.
Come on.
It's all right. Jabonzai shark. We should go with mom. Did you ever make any supper?
I'm making me
All right.
my chicken pieces.
I have a couple White Castle burgers in there, so I'll be all right. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Damn, Lisa. Like, man, I, I've been a lot of places with it too. But like I said, I don't even like taking the pills I take anymore, let alone. I don't think it's fun. When I was a kid, I thought that shit would have been fun, but not so much now. I kind of got a different perspective on things now. I don't even drink anymore. I don't even do that. Like collecting things and doing YouTube's my hobbies. This is what keeps me busy. It gives me something to apply myself to spend my time on. Keeps me out of trouble. I guess I got the social anxiety thing, and as pissed off as things make me, I'm scared to go out there that whole lot because I'm scared that I might flip the fuck out. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I didn't help my case any, like, physically, but at the same time, like, the issues I'm having, I was always gonna have just because. Like, it was gonna happen because of genetics, whether regardless of whether I would have done stuff right or not. But like I'm kind of glad I got the shit out of my system when I was a kid because it would have been so much worse if I had started doing it now, right? Like so, I guess there's pros and cons each way. Like I guess that's just my take on it. Like my situation may be different. I never really got into the hard stuff really. I liked alcohol a lot, but I get in fights in alcohol a lot, so I stopped drinking. Like it just heightens who you are already, right? So like that's why I just nope, can't drink. Yep. Well, the thing about it is, Lisa, that I kind of feel the same way about the horror movie stuff. Is like I owe a lot of me even like being on YouTube to that. Not that I don't love carts too, but I just feel that way about the horror movie stuff because like it pulled me out of a dark. The funny thing is that horror movies pulled me out of a dark place. Probably did save my life, in a manner of speaking. So I can feel that, Lisa. I can understand where you're coming from with that angle. That's kind of how it is for me too. Like that's kind of why I want to get Sean on the stream sometime. I get a show. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I'm working on it. That'd be a good convo to have. I'd have fun with it. Either way. Yeah, Mike. I think I'm trying to make amends for some of my mistakes too with what I'm doing on here. Um, trying to be, despite my rants, I'm trying to make amends, I guess, in my own way. Only way I can really anymore. It's like I can't go out there and work all the damn time and shit no more. Yep. Lisa, I get that too. That's part of what you're dealing with, what I'm dealing with, and a lot of other people. Yeah, yeah, Johnny. Don't talk to robots. You're a great guy. But yeah, I deal with the I get anxiety, but like if I'm having a real bad day pain wise, like I will get depressed sometimes. Like, sometimes it's hard for me. Like I said, with the Kane Hodder thing, I was like, if I can use motivation, like, I need that. I watch motivational videos because like a lot of times I don't feel like doing anything. And I know I have to because I can't just lay around here. So it gives me something to look forward to and something to keep my mind occupied. And even then, I still have my times where I'm just like, you know what? I just don't. I just I'm fucking depressed. I deal with that shit too. I do. I got friends that deal with it too. Like I'm sure that I'm not the only one. Like I know I'm in good company. Is that fair to say? But I deal with that too. I feel low all the time. It's a sick, sad world we live in, guys. I guess is the thing, but it's okay because we can all come together and have fun together on a Friday night. And well, I know we're no one's safe, but we're as safe as we can be as mortal human beings at the given time. Like there's a certain measure of safety, but not total safety. Um, yep, yep. And that's the way I look at it too. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was younger, and I should have learned a lot sooner than I did. Like that was one of my other points with my stories at the beginning of the stream was that like did a lot. I have failed in a lot of big spots. Like I've come in clutch here on YouTube, like Mike was saying. I'm trying to make amends and make up for failing in those big spots. Everybody talks about the last second shots that Michael Jordan made, but everybody forgets that he missed 1,000 game ending shots too, and people forget about that. I failed in some damn big spots, and it's something that weighs on me. It does. So that's why when I come out here, I'm trying to nuts to butts. I'm trying to come get it. I'm glad to hear that, John. It's tough. Yeah, I know people that's got PTSD. I might have a slight touch of that as well. I've talked to my therapist about that. I said I might have a bit of PTSD. Getting guns pulled on me and fucking all the crazy shit that I've seen and done. Like I said, most of my trouble I've gotten into was violent offenses. And basically at the point I'm at, I get one more charge like that, a violent charge. I'm doing mandatory 75% of my sins, like no good time, no time off the back. I go in because that's it's the three strikes law. That's what we got here. So I try to find other things to do. Like I ain't trying to fix the world. You don't want me to fix the world or the state or whatever it is. Like you don't want me to do that because my solution you're not gonna like. So I listen to music a lot too. Guys, there's all kinds of motivational stuff on here. If you're ever feeling down, just hit me up. I can show you some stuff. Gosh dang it, what's the name of that? We're just listening to it today too. If you guys need anything, yeah, it does. If you feel bad physically, you feel bad mentally. And the worse you feel physically, the worse you're gonna feel mentally. It's all connected, right? You're exactly right, Lisa. It's exactly how it works. It is. I'm sorry that you're in pain, Lisa. I really don't like that. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish the stuff I go through or the pain. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And trust me, I got worse enemies out there, but I wouldn't even wish it on Kane Hodder. As bad as he kind of did me. I wouldn't even wish it on him. It's almost inhumane, but life ain't fair. At the same time, I acknowledge life ain't fair. I know that for a damn fact. Yeah, yeah. It just your body is a temple. With the pain comes the depression, anxiety. Like that's my thing. I'm constantly in so much pain. You ever I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but if I'm in pain, all pain does is piss me off. So now I'm in pain and I'm pissed off. Well, got a short fuse, so now I'm in pain, pissed off, and it doesn't take much to set that trigger. It doesn't take much to trip that trigger, and it's always kind of been that way for me. So it's kind of got me in a lot of fights and stuff, and I try to keep it to myself. Well, that's a noble act of you, Lisa. I would never say you're a bad person. Uh, yep, yep, John, exactly. Mighty Ducks, a great movie, by the way. Yep, I listen to, like I said, I listen. There's all kinds of motivational music and stuff I listen to on here. Like some days I'll just get up and I'm like, man, I don't feel like putting my feet on the floor, And that's the one thing with me too is even when I was younger, I was always active. So for me not to be able to go or do anything, people that you don't know what you have till you lose it, right? Like they say, youth is wasted on the young, right? That's kind of how I look at it. I wish I could go out. Like somebody was complaining to me, oh man, I got to go to work and shit. I'm like, man, be happy that you can go to work. Be thankful that you got a job and you can get to go out there and go to work every single day. Because one of these days, you might not be able to go to work no more, and you're gonna miss the shit out of that. You know, I used to freeze my ass off in the winter and fry my ass off in the summer, but I loved every second of it, and I miss it, and I wish I could still do it. You know, had Naomi not stopped me and pulled me out of what I was doing and said, "Hey, you cannot work anymore." Had she not done that, I would have literally worked myself to death because I wouldn't have stopped. That's just who I am. It's just how I'm built. That's just I'm built that way. Yeah, so do I, Lisa. Yeah, yeah, I didn't mean for it to turn into it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm more kind of talking about, trying to bring light to other situations other than mine too. But it sucks. Yeah, and I know, Jeff, I know you miss it too. I didn't mean this to be a therapy session, guys. I didn't. Um, I try not to do that. I try to keep things that light on here. Sometimes I just let, like tonight, I just wanted to let loose and just sort of whatever I say, I say. You know, probably not the best thing to do on YouTube, but you know what? Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back, Parker. Parker, if I can speak in cards. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't do much. I was just like I worked some landscaping. I did some tree work and stuff like that. I did a little bit of everything. I did some roofing. I didn't matter what the job was. I like working outside. I miss going outside and getting fresh air and sunlight and just going and doing shit. I got a schedule. I got to wake up in the morning. Got to do this. Got to do that. You know. And now that I don't got that, it's like I don't got no structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I need structure. Military brat. I need structure. I need somebody to tell me, hey, Sam, you need to do this. You need to do that. I need that. I need that structure. And you know where they got that structure at? Prison. They got that structure in prison. I mean, I think this is adding up to me pretty quick. This Life by Primer 55. Okay, I will, Mike. Oh, cool, John. I'm glad we can be of help. Well, I think that it helps, Johnny. I think it helps that. Well, I mean, I know a lot of these guys here. I mean, I know you, Johnny. I've been in your chat and I've talked to you. I know Jeff. I know Mike, the car dudes. You guys are brothers, and so I guess it does help for me just to vent and just to get the shit off my chest before I fucking stick my head through a brick wall. But you know, I just a lot of stuff does bother me. I think if I was able to get out and do stuff, I probably wouldn't feel the way I do, as far as like emotionally goes. But yeah, I definitely, yeah, yeah. My dad wouldn't let me do it, Lisa. My dad, dad looked out for me. I kind of was in a way too. It's like weird because like I didn't do a regular 9 to 5. My last work time was I was working independently. I was an independent contractor. I go out there and whatever you needed done. You need me to go dig a hole? Give me a shovel. I'll go dig a hole. Come back, pay me. I go home. That was my kind of thing. But I liked it. I was by myself. I didn't have nobody to account to but myself. And I've never been happier in my life. Like you stick me in McDonald's or Walmart or any place like that, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Like somebody would piss me off, and that wouldn't end well. So, but if you got me by myself, just like I said, hand me a shovel or whatever, chainsaw or whatever. Say, Sam, go do this and go do that, and I go do it. Yes, yes. Guys, a lot of you guys in here are I consider my brothers, and if you ever need anybody to hide the bodies, you all can come to me and call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a shit. Even though my phone's getting shut off at the end of the month, so technically you won't be able to call me. But you know what I mean. You got the internet. You can contact me on here. Stupid fucking. That's another thing. Losing my phone, but that's all right. I can get another one if I want to. I don't know if I want to though. I really don't know if I want another phone or not. Joint Task Force. Oh. yeah, I just wasn't going to go to the military and not be able to go to combat. My dad's like, nope, you're not going to combat. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So, well, there went that idea. You know, by the time, and honestly, by the time I was old enough to go into the military, as again, I was given the same boot camp already. You think I wanted to go through boot camp a second time? I'm done with that shit. I spent too much of my damn lost my half my childhood to it. That's why I'm here collecting baseball cards and movies and shit. I'm trying to regain the childhood I lost. Like I grew up quick. Like I wasn't given time to, you know what I mean? I kind of grew up quick. I remember one time my mom, she got me a therapist, a psychologist at the VA center here. And this guy was a worked with veterans and stuff like that. And my mom didn't like what he had to say because he said that at 13 years old, I had the mindset of somebody that was 19, 20, or 21. Like at 13 years old, I thought like an adult. That's because I didn't have a childhood. I wasn't allowed to grow up. I said, oh, you got to go do this. You got to kick ass. You got to, you can't fuck around, Sam. Being a kid's not about having fun and all this other shit. That's what I had beat into me when I was a kid. So, like, the only times I did get to go have fun is when I went to my dad's to go watch movies, play video games, buy baseball cards. You guys kind of see what I do here. So, it's like the only piece of childhood I remember, that I... Alright, later, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night, Mike. I think I'm going to probably cut it off here soon anyway, because it's like going on 4 hours. But thanks for stopping by, Mike. I hope you have a great night, brother. All right, Jay. Yep. Always a blast to have Mike around. He's a hard-working man, gets up early. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here, guys. Like I said, I've been going about 4 hours now. If I don't get up off this floor, I'm already going to pay, like Naomi's right, I'm already going to pay for it tomorrow. I'm going to have to make my setup a little more comfortable. Like I said, get a beanbag or some shit. Jay, Johnny. Nope. Yeah, you're right, Lisa. Yep. That was that the women in the military was a new thing. That was a recent thing. All right, Jeff. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream, guys. Got about 20 seconds to go till 4 hours, and I'll let it hit 4 hours, and then we'll everybody kind of finish their conversations up. But thanks for stopping by, Jeff. I appreciate it. Fucking awesome stream last night. Had a stream this night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Lisa. I'll be on here streaming. Like I do this every Friday. Every Friday night I'll be on here. Rain and shine, no matter how I feel, no matter how poorly I feel. Every Friday night I'll be on here. Sunday nights, Discord. Do you got my Discord, Lisa? yeah, yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that, Johnny. Yep, love you too, Jeff. Yes, you got my Discord? Okay, well then, yeah, add me, or, yeah, I sent you an ad. So, hopefully you get that. We're watching movies, House 1 and 2 tomorrow, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, 5 p.m. rather. Yeah, and nothing lungs are needed. He needs, yeah. Jay bounces out on it. It's all good though. So anyway, guys, I enjoyed the hell out of the stream. At least I got to vent. Got to vent a little bit. I'm sorry. What do you do for work, Johnny? What do you do for work? Can you tell me what you do for? You're always at work. Like every time I see you, you're like, I'm at work. Night, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by, Lisa. No, I can email you one, Jeff. I'm sorry. I sent like a bunch of them out, and I will send you an email with the link. I made a permanent link so that way I don't have, it's not expired. Yeah, I know. I have that problem with this too. Oh, you security, serial killer. Security, cool, cool. I just see you're always at work, and I'm like, what kind of job is he doing where he can be like on streams and shit? I want that kind of job. No, not really. But anyway, guys, thanks to everybody showing up. You guys all rock. Like I said, Sunday Discord. If you're free, that's cool. If not, I'll catch you guys up Monday with updates on a video. So until then, love your hobby. He'll love you back. Peace.